Great run here down the channel, in towards Dickov and Gota! And from despair to delight, the City fans celebrate. Would you believe it?
Manchester City have one hand on the FA Cup. It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. De Bruyne. Gundogan again. The king of comebacks.
There's a good try. Oh, incredible! Ilkay Gundogan! Right from the start. That is stunning.
They've done it! They've done it! Manchester City have done it! Once, twice, 3 times the champion! Champions of Europe finally! History made in Istanbul! The treble complete!
History makers, for the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Typical City Watchalong is back, buzzing for this one. I'm so excited, man. The team news is great. I'm looking forward to what this particular team is going to do today against a very newly resilient Wolves. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. We just have to absolutely bounce back. Marmoush starts. He starts today. Haaland has been dropped, and so has Foden. Now, I've seen some of you already saying Pep has to be watching Typical City at this point because I suggested that in my preview. But I think most City fans were, to be fair. I think a lot of City fans were suggesting it's time for Haaland and Foden to have a little break. Just a little rest. It's not permanent. It's not the end of them. They're not washed. They're not finished. It's just a momentary little moment in time where Haaland needs to be rested and Foden also. But in comes Marmoush. And I'm not sure who technically replaces Foden, really. I think probably Reinders, in all honesty. I think it's Reinders replacing Foden. But yeah, we'll talk about the team news in a minute because I went live a little bit earlier than I said I was going to. I scheduled it for... I don't know why that made me laugh. It's rubbish. Rubbish joke, Valkyrie, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Yeah, what was I going to say? You've thrown me there with the worst joke. Anyway, team news. We'll do team news. Because there is another edition that is actually filled me with more excitement than anything about Marmoush. And it is Mateus Nunes. Now, I'm still not convinced this is the time to be talking about the rumours, to be honest. But if there is an individual out there, I just want to say one thing on the subject and then move past it. If there is an individual out there that started this rumour knowing it was false, you are a disgusting cretin and a disgrace to yourself and Manchester City. You shouldn't be... No one should respect you as a Manchester... Or as a human being, again. That is the lowest of the low, mate. Lowest of the low. It really is. If there's some truth to it, then I don't know. He's on the pitch today. And let's move on, and I'm absolutely buzzing, because if you're like me, I've spent the last week not worried about the results, but arguably more worried about Matheus Nunes. And if he's fit and he's firing, then I'm absolutely buzzing to see Matheus Nunes walking onto that pitch today is an absolute joy. It is a joy for me today, and it's not about the football. It's not about the football, it's about the human being walking onto a football pitch. Absolutely buzzing to see it today. Can't wait. Donnarumma, where is it? There it is. Donnarumma, Nunes, Kusanov, Mark Gay. He's a man with extraordinary talents. I've been singing that to myself all day. I've just been going, Mark Gay, around the house. No one's enjoyed it, except me. So I'm going to continue doing it. Mark Gay is in the defence. Nico O'Reilly, Bernardo Silva, Rodri and Reinders is your midfield three, that being Silva, Rodri and Reinders. I'm imagining Cherki's on the right. Semenyo is on the left. And Omar Mamouche, the new Egyptian king. Last season's Premier League goal of the season, Mamouche. Absolutely buzzing to see him. And for Wolves, Jose Sarr, Chachua, Mosquera, Bueno, Krejci, Bueno again. That's Hugo Bueno and Santiago Bueno. This is going to be a back five of those five I've just named. John Arias, Andre, João Gomez, Mane. Watch out for him. He's good. He could cause us problems, him. He's going to cause us problems. And Hwang as well looks to be leading the line on his Todd. On his own. If you haven't hit the like button already, please do that. That's a massive help. If you're interested in becoming a member, the link is in the pinned section of the chat, as well as in the description of the video. You'll get access to emojis and things like that. And of course, subscribe if you are new around here, because that is free. And so is liking the stream. So those two actions are free and very easy to do. But if you're really committed to supporting me, you'd be loved forever. And the link is in the pinned part of the chat. So big up to Douglas. Good to see you, mate. Our unbeaten streak flatters us. Our recent capitulations have now been cited as evidence of terminal decline. Our pride is injured. Let us return with cool heads and inflamed hearts. You, sir, are a linguist and a poet. I like reading that. Up next, Mullet. 3-0 Wolves. I love how that followed that. The contradictory. Oh, love it, love it. Teal, why does Palmer want to join United? Because he's a rag. He's always been a rag. He's a rag, mate. 1-1 is your full-time prediction. I'm feeling better than that. By the way, there might be little mini earthquakes happening in the studio. You might have just heard one, because there's this pillar that keeps... I said it before and I've just still not fixed it because I can't get to it. There's a fence post that keeps smashing the side of that wall. Right where Haaland's shirt is, there's a fence post that keeps going bang, and it's proper windy today. So occasionally you might see me like panicking a little bit as the whole bloody room shakes. Church, good to see you. Good morning, fellow Blues. The Wolves are going to be howling in despair this afternoon. Ow! Someone will be punished for our loss of form. 6-0 to the hypercolossal Sky Blue juggernaut. Big up, Church. I thought we were going to get 6-0 against Bodo, mate. I thought that might have been the game for it. We lost 3-1. Zen, good to see you, mate. With Gay coming in, I see a 2-2 draw for the Blues if we are lucky. Ah, man, the negativity already. I bet obviously Church is 6-0, but we've had a 1-1, 3-0 Wolves, and a 2-2, and that's if we're lucky. And Zed says it's going to be 5-0. Merlard Morning Blues won't be as simple. I'm about to describe it, but I see us playing like we did before the recent string of poor performances. Me too, but I'm still a bit worried. Hopefully the game against Bodo woke these lads up. 3-0 win. Big up Merlag. Yeah, I'm hoping you're right, mate. And I've got positive feelings coming into this stream. And the game, most importantly, is the team. I feel like we're going to win today. And I don't know why. It's a bit stupid. I mean, 2 games, but I just feel like if there's no response today, then we are in serious trouble. Serious trouble. you know, and I don't know what to suggest at this point. If we drop points today, I think that's a real stinking result. That'll be. This has to be a win. It's a must-win game. Good to see you, Alex. Going to the game today. Enjoy it, mate. Expecting a response and a Marmouche double. You're getting Marmouche. Well, maybe not the double, but you get maybe not 2 of Marmouche. Just the 1, but I presume you mean the goals. But he's on the pitch. Gives him a chance to do it. Cherky Masterclass says True Blue. And RGS says we're winning 5-0. Phil, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Football Fanatic, Haaland and Foden out. That's right, mate. That is absolutely right. Good to see you, Rockstar. Hello, Jonny. Exams over for you. Good luck, mate. I hope the ones you did went well. And if you've got any more, I hope they go well as well. Going for a 5-0 City win. Good to see you, Darks, as well. You said a lot of people kicking off where they had some interesting development in the comment section. I've not seen it, mate. I think I saw your comment, but I do run out of time sometimes throughout the day to go. Sometimes I'll find like half an hour in the day and I'll sit down and I'll just sit there going through all the comments and try to respond to you. It's not always possible, so I've not seen what you're talking about, mate. But you've piqued my curiosity, I must admit, if it's something was kicking off. But no doubt people were saying, what a complete bell end that bloke on Typical City is. That's the gist of it, I'm imagining. That's the baseline I'm picturing. Micah, good to see you. 100% certain Pep watch, Typical City. Stop lying, Johnny boy. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. And if he is, then I'm concerned for the future of our football club. I really am. Because if you're depending on me, can you imagine some ranting and raving, big-eared, red-eared lunatic, big lanky streak of piss managing Manchester City and Pep's just taking all the credit, but I'm secretly pulling all the strings? Then no wonder we lost to Bodo. Do you know what I mean? If you listen to me. Shauno, good to see you, mate, and thank you very much for becoming a Typical City legend. That support is massively appreciated, mate. And Micah, thanks for the super chat, mate. And Curtis as well. Big up to you, Curtis, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're looking after yourself, mate. Big up Kafunas. And boy, welcome to the family, mate. Typical City supporter membership. Welcome, mate. You've got access to emojis now, mate. Use them at your will. Same for you, Aaron. Big up, Aaron, mate. Thanks for becoming a member. Really appreciate it, guys. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, really appreciated. Absolutely buzzing. Right then, how are we going to set up in this team? It smacks of a 4-3-3 to me. That's what I've suggested with the 11 that's never there when I say it is. But I'm curious about Cherky, because I think Cherky's playing there because Núñez is playing today, and that gives Núñez the freedom to go down that line and allow Cherky to get inside and be alongside. We're not a million miles away from the whole team selection. My preview suggested Rodri in a pretty isolated, and that was the major concern, and a lot of you let me know that, and I appreciate it because you're absolutely right. Rodri isolated is not ideal, but I'm thinking about the 5 Wolves players we're going up against in that defence. It looks like it's going to have a bank of 4 potentially in front of them, because Mane is going to be tucking back. John Arias is going to be tucking back, and he's got a work engine in him. Arias, he can get back, and he's going to be protecting it. So there's arguably going to be, 2 fullbacks at times for Semenyo to get past. In your Bournemouth days, wearing a Bournemouth shirt, I imagine Semenyo's normally in a one-on-one. You're going to experience the life of Jeremy Doku today, which is going up against 2, possibly 3 Wolves players that are just going to fill that side of the pitch and prevent us from going around them as best as possible. But we've just got to stretch them. And I think Núñez's involvement is absolutely vital today. It's so important because we haven't got anyone else that can do it. Kusanov has got the speed to go up and down there, but he hasn't got the technicality of Núñez. He can't cross a ball like Núñez. Rico Lewis, I just don't want to see him at fullback ever. I just like every time. From the first time I saw him to present day, it has gradually gotten worse for me in terms of his role as a right back. His qualities as a right back has become more and more evidently clear to me that he isn't made for that job. He is a number 8, and not a bad one. I don't think he's a bad one. I don't think he's cut out and nowhere near good enough for Manchester City's starting 11. And I would be happy to keep Rico Lewis as a squad player. I just don't think he's going to... Did you hear it? Big bang. Anyway, yeah. Now, Rico Lewis for me, I'm glad he's not playing today, I must admit. And I don't mean to be too harsh on the kid because, you know, he gets a lot of stick off the City fans, and sometimes I think it's a bit harsh, but I'm really, really pleased to see Matheus Nunes for multiple reasons. I'm so happy. So happy. And Mark Gay as well. I'm looking forward to him. You're hoping he has a nice, steady debut. Because I think, as a defender, it's more nerve-wracking, your debut. As a goalkeeper and as a defender, your debut is for me, always more nerve-wracking. I think if you're a striker, you'd be excited for your debut. I don't think you'd have too many nerves. Because, you know, if you don't score, you just play well, you run around a lot. You know, that's it as a striker. Mistakes aren't going to be too costly. They're not going to be highlighted. You're going to get the benefit of the doubt of the fans, the home fans in particular. Rival fans will be looking for mistakes, of course. But just if you're not convinced by what I've just said, what do you hear rivals say about Kusanov now? They still think of that Chelsea debut, don't they? That Kusanov's not good enough. What? Based on what? First 5 minutes against Chelsea, he's not good enough. And if that's what you're going off, then yeah, he's not good enough. But you clearly haven't watched any of Kusanov since then. Because I think he's been absolutely brilliant. And I'm really looking forward to the partnership between Gay. And the one question I've got is, how are those two going to communicate? I hope they're vocal because, you know, anyone who's played a football match knows you cannot play a football match silently. A silent 11 is going to lose. Especially at the top level of the game. If you've got 11 players on the pitch that aren't saying anything, you know, they're not opening their mouths and man on, your ball, my ball, that the basic football language isn't being spoken by any of them, they're going to lose. So 2 centre-backs who for me strike me as quite quiet individuals, I'm hoping that they are not on the pitch today, and I hope they're full of it. Big, loud voices, commanding. They've got Donnarumma behind them. He likes to talk. He loves it, doesn't he? We'll hear him. Wherever you are in the world, at some point you'll hear boom. Just like a Donnarumma boom. Earthquake goes off with his big bassy voice. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. But anyway, let's reel off these super chats. I always lose track of where I am sometimes. Right. Hang on a minute. I need to sort this out, because I'm going to start missing them if I'm not careful. 5-Note Wonder, big up Jonny, appreciate the quality content and I'm very happy with the OK jersey purchase using your code. Buzzing, mate, absolutely buzzing. Glad to hear it, mate. Glad to hear it, you know. I was impressed. This stream, of course, is sponsored by OK Jersey. 5-Note, appreciate you reminding me. That's supposed to be my job. But, yeah, big up to you, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed the jersey. Which one did you get? I'll look out for your comment. I always ask questions to super chats and then it's like, oh, well, now you've got to send another super chat. Better send some more money. Don't. Micah, will Erling take being on the bench negatively? No, that's one point I wanted to make. I don't think he will. I think if he does, then we've got bigger problems. He's got bigger problems. You know, if he can't take being benched once, then, you know, take this on the chin, mate. Absolutely. Use it as fuel to improve yourself and use it as a moment of rest. No shame in rest. Every person in the world needs rest. Who doesn't need rest? You know, he isn't an actual robot. Some people think he is. He's not actually a robot. We surely some of us know that. You know, he can't keep going. So he does need a rest. But what you are going to get now is headlines. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get Real Madrid want Haaland. Barcelona want Haaland. Haaland's leaving. He won't be sticking around for too long because Pep dared to drop the big man. He dropped him. So tomorrow, or maybe the day after, next week, I promise you, there will be a headline that Haaland is leaving. He isn't leaving. He isn't. People are just connecting the dots, putting 2 and 2 together and getting 25. Do you know what I mean? Getting it completely wrong. Not going to happen. And he'll be back in this starting 11 before we know it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see at some point later into the season probably Marmoush and Haaland starting together at the expense of somebody probably in this role. It probably would have been Semenyo, wouldn't it, on the left. But yeah, I'm not too bothered about seeing him dropped. And I mean, if he can't accept being dropped, then we've got an ego, a real ego to manage here. And maybe he is best suited at Real Madrid, but he doesn't strike me as the type. Every time we hear Erling Haaland talk, he doesn't sound the type to spit his dummy out. And like, he's the type to go, right, okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. Pep, dropping me. I'll work harder in training. And I'll get back into the starting 11. I'll come on in this game today, actually. Hopefully, the game's already won when he comes on. But he'll come on, 20 minutes to go, and he'll bag. And I'm hoping it's a good goal. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Darks, you're an absolute legend, mate. You're an absolute legend. 5 gifted memberships. Big up to you, mate. Thank you very much for your support. It really, really, really does make the world of difference to the channel, mate. It makes such a big difference and massively appreciated, mate. Top man. Raymad, 3-1 City, Semenyo 2. Well, there's no Haaland, mate. It's out of habit, that, isn't it? I think everyone just goes Haaland scoring. That's just, it's muscle memory, that. Your fingers just went Haaland, and they had a mind of their own. They just went Haaland, because that's what mine do, predicting who's going to score. Haaland. You know, Haaland. That's what we all do. But it's Marmouche today, mate. It's Marmouche. Marmouche. Rico needs to go, says Big M. I think he might do, you know. I think he might be gone in the summer. Good to see you, Hannah. You receive a membership interrupt by being quick enough to click on it when someone gifts it, or you click on the link above and that would mean you pay for it yourself. And you'll get access to emojis and your name will come up in a brighter colour for me to see, which makes it easier to notice you, to be honest. But I try and read as much as I can. But yeah. Not the only one. Big M, not the only one. Rico's got to go. He's got to go. I can see him going, to be honest. I can't see him getting into this starting 11 too often next season. I think his chances are going to be gone next. The back post defending was shocking against Bodo. That was just like, how are you not aware of what's going on there, man? No way. Fucking everybody, man. Just shut them up.
And his name is John C. You can't see me.
You can't see me. Sorry. You can now, because I'm back. But, well, can't be doing that all stream. Andy, Haaland ain't Superman. Lad needs some rest, needs to rest sometimes. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And I think it's good. It's refreshing, you know, especially when the only reason it's refreshing is because we're losing matches right now. And I don't think that means Haaland and Foden, you are taking the blame for all of the losses. Every single player played their part in that loss. I hate the idea of scapegoating. You know, there are obviously moments in games and individual errors from certain individuals that are going to be more costly than other mistakes and therefore get highlighted more. And there may one day be a one-off mistake from a one-off player that is a direct involvement to a goal that costs us a game that we lose because of that one mistake. But you've got to add it all together. How well did we play? How well did we keep the ball? How well did we create chances? Did we miss any chances? You know, is the keeper making the best saves he can possibly make? This all added up together. But yeah, lately, Max Alain's on the bench today, to be honest. If anyone needed to be pulled out of the firing line, it was him. Because I think the last 2 games, he's been the worst candidate for mistakes. He's been putting the most mistakes onto the pitch. Haaland's not played well. Foden's not played well. Both the derby and Bodo. But Max Alain was hooked at half-time in that derby for a good reason, you know. And then the Bodo game, yeah, it's kind of obvious, wasn't it? I mean, I don't need to, you know, kicking him while he's down at that point. At this point, we're kicking him while he's down, and he's a young lad, and he'll bounce back. I'm sure he will. But he needed to be dropped today as well. Yeah, no, I don't like that though, Teal. I don't like it really. Mistakes are mistake, but it's not like, you know, people go too far with it sometimes, and such binary statements. Big up to Jeff, by the way. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. Oh, someone said. Oh, what? I literally just a minute ago saw your message, Jeff. Jeff's in the house. I saw the word. Do you know what, Jeff? I saw the word peacock, and I was like, "That's American." Where's my big American friend Jeff? There he is, and there you are. Semenyo brace 5-0. Big chances. Oh, big changes. Big result. Yeah, I mean, this could go the other way. Don't forget, this could go the other way. How ready is Marmoush? I mean, yeah. I actually think his home form has impressed me. You know, I think about the Newcastle game, that little chip, that long ball. Was it Edison? I think it was Edison, wasn't it? Long ball from Edison, and then Marmoush meets it with a side foot volley, like dink over. Was it Pope? I'm not sure it was Pope, but I'm pretty sure it was Newcastle. Then, of course, the Bournemouth game, Kevin De Bruyne's final home game. I was there. That goal of the season contender. And he scored some other really important goals at home and some good ones at home. Away from home, I've not seen much from Marmoush. So the fact that we're at home today, I'm looking forward to seeing Marmoush. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And there he is. There's I'm going to say big man. He's not that big, is he? But yeah. Jeff, without you, this isn't possible today, so big up to Jeff. W's in the chat for Jeff, man, because, like I said, wouldn't be here without him. Wouldn't be here without him. Not that I would be dead, just the stream wouldn't be running. I wouldn't be watching the game. It would be a radio along. That's what it would be. It would be a radio along. Just hear me reacting to someone describing something. That'd be the worst, wouldn't it? That would be the worst. Good to see you, Mullet. Good to see you, Ryan, as well. Victor as well. Alaric, good to see you. Good to see you guys. The game's about to get underway. Jeff is the reason why. Jeff, you got to do. I'm going to be a bit behind, of course. The game's probably going to kick off, and I'm going to be a minute or so behind. Normally, you know, outside of 3 o'clock kickoffs, I'm as close to the action as I can possibly get. But these games, I unfortunately am probably going to be a little bit behind. Hopefully no more than like a minute, if that. But the teams are out. Going to kick off in a minute. Oh, see what you did, Curtis. Homar Mamouche. I like it. I like it. Right, game's about to get underway. It's going to be Wolves to kick us off. Come on, City. Big win needed. Big win. I really want a convincing performance with the result today. Really want to see it. And we're off. Right, Marmouche. Is Cherky playing in the middle already? That's... The line already. What was that? The scoreboard on Peacock hadn't even come up yet. 20 seconds in, and a long ball over the top of Manchester City's high line already looked a bit. Do you know what I mean? Oh, good to see you, Christine and Isa. See you, mate. Hope you enjoy. Good to see you, Cobb, and Dream as well. Right, Mark Gay, left centre-back, as expected, really, because I think he's the most two-footed out of the two centre-backs. So good to see Nunes, isn't it, man? So good to see. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing to see him. Ball back with Donnarumma. See what the press is like. They're actually pressing a little bit here. I'm a bit surprised at that. Wolves, it's not quite, you know, full press. It is more of a mid-block. Red there, well, good positioning there from Kasanov. But those are the sort of moments that have been so costly to us, where we're trying to build out of our defensive third, getting into that midfield third. The ball breaks, and all of a sudden, because we're so expansive with our shape, you know, trying to get out and create shapes and patterns to get out from Donnarumma and moving forward from Donnarumma, that when you lose that ball, to suddenly just get back into your shape and tighten it up again, you can't do it instantly. But Nico O'Reilly, I'm on proper watch today. Proper watch for like performances and attitudes, and I like the result is obviously paramount, but performance is not too far behind today because I really want to see a spirited performance from these lot today. Needs to be big. Needs to be big. We've got 1.4, sorry, watching. Big up to all of you, Turkey. And we've got 400, nearly 450 likes. Do you reckon we could get to 500? Come on. Hit that like button. Good to see you, CJs. And Bam Bam as well. Ryan, there was a suggestion from Peacock that we're playing a 4-1-4-1, which is what my suggestion... Well, actually, it was sort of that. Yeah, it was a 4-1-4-1 suggestion in the preview, but actually it was like more like a 4-1-1-4 is what I was suggesting. But very unorthodox. But no, he's not that isolated. Bernardo Silva's alongside him, mate. It looks to me like Turkey... It looks like a 4-2-3-1 off ball. And that is Bernardo Silva and Rodri as the 2. Turkey as a false 9. Big up, Hannah. Turkey as a false 9. And Marmoush on the left. I imagine this is going to change as the game progresses. But Reinders going to win a corner nice and early. Well played. Come on. Right, who's going to take this? No Foden to take it. But yeah, it looks like Ryan Cherky's playing through the middle on his own as a centre forward. So Haaland, your position's been stolen by Ryan Cherky, not Marmoush. Technically. But I'm expecting them to move. I'm expecting it to rotate. A bit of fluidity. Bernardo Silva with the ball in. It's not a bad one. It's Mark Gay! Oh! Saved. Saved by Jose Sarr. But can you imagine that for an introduction to the Manchester City fans on your home, well, your full debut? Getting on the end of that, leapt like a salmon. Good pressing from Cherky. Intercepted really well there by Nico, but he's giving it away. He couldn't really get hold of it once he had intercepted it. Marmoush getting stuck into Andre. That's got to be offside. But Hwang might be on. If Nico can get there, he's just got there. Should be going back to Donnarumma there, really. Tried something a bit dangerous. A bit dangerous. It's 3 o'clock kickoffs, mate. Can't do much about it, but it is... The clocks are in sync with the game I'm watching, so... Can't do much about it. I imagine I'm probably about 10, 15 seconds behind. 20 seconds behind. I don't know. Never mind. Is what it is. Rodri and Bernardo Silva linking up. Looking at this setup from Wolves here. It is a 5. Is that 5? It's 5... Unlucky. Nunes, good effort that, trying to find Jonny Reinders, but couldn't bring it under his spell. City get a throw in though. Trying to see what Wolves are doing. It does look like Mane's up top with Hwang. And it looks like a 5-3-2 with John Arias, Andre and Gomez as a midfield 3. Oh, the ball in! Oh, yes! Yes, Marmoush! Marmoush! What a ball! Mateus Nunes back in the starting 11, whipping a cross in, right on the money. Marmoush sniffing, 6-yard box, alert as ever. Haaland, are you watching, mate? The camera goes straight to his face. Of course it does. The narrative, the cameraman knows the narrative. He knows. He knows, you sneaky, sneaky cameraman. Oh, buzzing. That ball from Nunes, mate. What a cross. That's why he's back. That's why he's got to stay. Has he hit him in the head? Has he kicked him in the head here? What's going to happen here? Because he's gone down with a head injury. Is this an own goal or Marmoush? Can't tell who it actually comes off. If that's Marmoush getting in front of his head... You can't say that's a high boot when the guy's diving. No, it's just a fantastic finish from Marmoush. It's just getting there first. The guy dives. I think it's Mosquera. He's trying to dive, get near post. and on the edge of the 6-yard box on his noggin, but Marmoush's boot just goes moink right in front of it. Fucking yes, man. Yes. Big up, Jason. Aren't you the one that loves Marmoush as well? You love it when I go Marmoush. Or your son does. Maybe not you. Yeah, that makes more sense. I am more entertaining to like 8-year-olds. I have City in one of my sports multis, but I've already made money tonight when Middlesbrough beat Preston 4-0. Not bad for $250, paying $32, return of 8k, all the way to the bank. Bloody hell, mate, you keep doing it, don't you? You keep doing it. Fucking hell, mate, some big money coming your way. That's like, you don't, why bother working, mate? You just wait for the weekend and keep betting. It's a dangerous game you're playing, though, mate. But so you've got the money to do it. Clearly, you've got the capital. So why not, mate? Why not? I wasted £4 on the lottery last night. That's what I did. So, big up to me. You seem to know what you're doing. I don't seem to have a fucking clue. But I'll tell you who does know what he's doing. It's Marmoush. Simo, good to see you, mate. Super Marmoush, the Egyptian, I still can't do it, Egyptian prince. There we go. I said it. Just pop my teeth back in. Big up to Pear. Cheers for the gifted membership, mate, because of course it's 1-0, so in comes Pear. Big up, mate. I feel like having a beer, man. There's beer. I saw Valkyrie asking, where's your beer? It's right there, mate. You know, it was either going to be a sorrow beer or a beer of celebration. And right now it's a celebration beer. It may turn into a sorrow beer later. And Darks, big up, read Pep's lips. Get in there, get in there. Is that what he said? Good. Brilliant. Good. Oh, ball over the top here. Semenyo! Oh, it's saved! I just heard an echo of my voice. Just heard some idiot go, oh, Semenyo, saved. Big up William, buzzing, hopefully. This can give Haaland a kick up the butt. Let's kick on now. Yeah, what a run that was. And what a ball from Mark Gay, by the way. The two newest signings nearly linked up for an unbelievable direct goal. That is direct football. Someone asked me, what does direct football mean? That's direct football. What just happened with Mark Gay over the top, long ball to Semenyo. The accuracy from Mark Gay, that's something I've not spoken about, and I keep forgetting to mention it. His distribution, long distribution, is fantastic, Mark Gay. It's like a cannon, and it's so accurate as well. You know, he's a brilliant defender, is close. You know, the patterns building up from the back, he's quick with his feet, he's a good passer of the ball, but I'm talking long balls. He's brilliant. Great tracking that. Great tracking from Cherky, and then Bernardo Silva gives Andre. We look up for this. It's about time as well, lads. It's about time. Good to see it, man. It's good to see it. Fighting for the cause. Maizal, Jay Maizal, big up, mate. That's my son, and he loved it. Marmoush. Oh, that's your son, is it? Oh, apologies. I'm sure Jason said it as well, so there's lots of sons out there that are enjoying. Marmoush. Oh, that was such... Do you know what that was? That was a Haaland finish, that was. That was straight out of the Haaland playbook. Just getting there first, ahead of the defender. That was very, very Haaland type finish for me. Within the 6-yard box. But the thing that Marmoush can do is he's got a wider variety compared to Haaland. So, you know, let's not all shit on Haaland just because Marmoush is... And here he is. Marmoush into... Oh, Cherky's lost it. Couldn't take it with him. But you know what I mean? Let's not turn on Haaland and Mane. Come on, Donna. Where are you, mate? There you are. Well played. But that ball's always on. That's how we've been killed by United and killed by Bodo. That one moment where we look like we're in business, we're causing problems for the opposition. One long ball over our defensive line, and we're praying it's overhit. And it was, thankfully, straight to Donnarumma. But that's going to be the ongoing threat throughout the game, and it's probably going to be the ongoing threat throughout the rest of this season. So brace yourselves for that. Did Jonny whisper in Pep's ear to bench Foden and Haaland? Jonny the Pep whisperer. Cheers, Blues. Big up here. I didn't, but I definitely suggested it. But I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure a lot of City fans will have said that. I'm not sure who, but I'm sure most of them will have said, I reckon, it was time. It was time. They can't continue to play like that. And it's a great message. It's great. It's exactly what you should do. And I'm so pleased Pep's not overthought anything. He's gone back to sometimes football's quite simple. We can overcomplicate it, and Pep loves to overcomplicate it, but those complications can often lead to complete, utter confusion for the opposition. And those complications aren't complications in Pep's head. They are to us because we don't understand them. But people fear what they don't understand, and they attempt to conquer what they don't understand as well. And they struggle. They struggle. And City the opposition has struggled to conquer Manchester City. They have recently found a way. So Pep reverting back to simple decisions is a wise move. Forced, that was a little bit from Reinders, trying to loop a ball on the side foot volley for Semenyo. Couldn't get on the end of it. This Mane, this is the guy we want to watch out for. Hwang's a dangerous player, don't get me wrong, but Mane, I've had my eye on him, watching him recently. He's a good player. He looks decent, Oh, Vasco's back and he's happy. Good to see you, Vasco, mate. Hope you're good and I hope you're happy after that. I'm actually liking what I'm watching again. Yeah, man. It's because we're winning. That's the basic fundamentals of it, really, isn't it? That is literally it. The way people talk about Arsenal this season, like they're unbelievable. There's some of the conversations, like they're trying to be compared to like the greatest teams ever, like the Barcelona great 08 team, Man City's 22-23 treble team, the 99 Man United treble team. All of this. They're nowhere near. They are nowhere near those sort of teams. They're playing reasonable football. They often drop very mediocre performances, but they are in a league right now that, their closest challengers are struggling, which is us. We're not playing that well. And people talking about them like they're unbelievable, But their fans are doing it more than anybody. And you know why? It's because they're winning. Because they're top of the league. If they were playing the exact same way and getting the exact same results as they were, but City were getting better results, then people wouldn't be asking that question about Arsenal. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be talking about them positively. Their own fans would say, we're not good enough. We're not good enough. Because they'd be behind us and the results of someone else is dictating what you say about your own team, Which, for me, just is proof in the pudding right there that it's a results-based business. That performances don't really matter. We're winning. But yeah, big up Vasco. Appreciate the super chat, mate. Dark's team is making it look as if 9 and 47 are the issue. You didn't want to say Foden and Haaland, just numbers. They're just numbers to you now. Quick free kick taken here. Cherky, is it? No, it's Marmouche, sorry. Out on the left, ball whipped in. Oh, Matt Gay. Thought he was getting on the end of that. We're looking dangerous when we come forward, which is something I haven't been able to say in the last 2 games. We haven't looked dangerous at all, have we? At all. Appreciate it, mate. Well, I thought the Oil Club hoodie was the problem. In my head, I'm stupid, right? I like to think I'm not superstitious, but I secretly am. I am superstitious, like super superstitious. Not just a little stitious. I'm superstitious. So, I thought it was the Oil Club hoodie. Then, against Bodo, I thought, right, well, I'll pop the black kit on. Nico O'Reilly, good ball. Here, laid off to Cherky. Drying Cherky over the bar. We're creating chances, lads. This is good. This is good. Oh, and he's hurt, though. Took a whack, I think, on his left boot. But this is good to see. This is good football, man. Couldn't agree more, Sarah. Couldn't agree more. But this is totally different. We've already, in 16 minutes of this game, created more dangerous opportunities than the entire 2 previous football matches. Which is saying something, really. This is what we want. And this is what I think a lot of us were expecting to see today. I'm not that surprised, but I am still concerned about the other end of the pitch. That long ball over the top is still in the back of my mind. It's there. Sometimes there. And also, I'm concerned about if it does go to 1-1, they get a long ball, counter-attack, make it 1-1. How do we deal with that? How do we react? How do we mitigate any further mistakes? Ooh, Bernardo Silva, fucking hell. City, I like what I see there, but like I'm glad there's two Wolves players rolling around because Rodri and Bernardo Silva, one after the other, just absolutely snapped the Wolves midfield in half, and I like to see it. I like to see it. Who's being threatened? Who's being threatened? SRP. Is there some sort of joke that I'm not a part of? Is this an inside joke, Mullet? I feel incredibly left out. No, don't mind me then. Don't mind me. Anyway, I'm joking. Big up Mullet and big up SRP. Long ball into the City penalty area to defend and clear it. Rodri does. Not an easy header that for Nico O'Reilly. Doesn't do it. That's a nice little flick that. Marmoush has sent Cherki away here. Two are linking up really well. Great hold-up play by Cherki. He keeps going. He keeps going. Oh, and it's just behind Marmoush. But I still like what I see. I'm still enjoying this. Like, that didn't come off. A little bit behind Marmoush. But the hold-up play from Cherki, you know, it's not really hold-up play. It's more like how he carried on moving with the ball while keep holding his man off is the point I'm making. He didn't hold it up. He kept running with it. But he was holding his man off really well. And then the ball inside to Marmoush was just a couple of yards behind him. But it's more than we've seen in recent weeks. That's so much more. And it's so good to see. Come on, man. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. He looks good, man. I mean, really hadn't too much defending to do yet. Not too much defending to actually do for him. But, you know, one nice ball to Semenyo and then Kusanov's just absolutely... What is that decision? That's shoulder to shoulder. Hugo Bueno just got absolutely sent back to the Kinder factory to make himself into a chocolate bar. Bueno. No way is that far, but they're showing the replay for Cherki. Oh, he's unlucky there. He's unlucky. To be honest, I'm thinking you've gone that far with the ball at that point. He's tried to find Marmoush and done the unselfish thing. But really, I'm thinking like little drop of the shoulder onto your right foot and have a shot, mate, at that point. It's hard to say, Ryan, because it keeps changing. But ultimately, I think the resting position is Semenyo right wing, Marmoush left wing, Cherki in the middle. Reinders behind them, almost as a 10. A little bit deeper than a traditional 10, I'd suggest. But it's fluid. Ultimately, we are looking like a... It looks more like a 4-2-4 at times when we go forward. Reinders trying to get up nice and tight to Cherki, and then those two are in the middle. Reinders and Cherki, with Marmoush on the left and Semenyo on the right. Not sure I agree with that, but the goal... Hang on a minute, Mane. Told you he was crap. Just over the bar! Over the bar! Mane smashes it. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. He saw Donnarumma and went, nah, mate. Nah, mate. No chance. So he smashes it over the bar. Yeah, so a bit unusual, a bit unorthodox to see Cherki go through the middle, but that does seem to be the case. He's dropping deep at times. It looks like a false nine. So you've got a back three here of Wolves, of Credge, Mosquera, and Santiago Bueno, because there's two Buenos on the pitch, don't forget. They got no one to mark. Normally, they were coming into this game saying, we've got Haaland to look after. But if you watch how City are playing, they have given those centre-backs no one to mark. And it worked perfectly for that goal because that cross came in and there was no one to hang on to. Normally, there's like Haaland's like the the focal point, isn't he? Just to like focus on him, get hold of him, and then you're doing half of your job as a defender, as a centre-back. But without anyone to mark, they didn't know where Marmoush was coming in. Crashing that box late. Bang, 1-0 City. Rodri trying to switch it. Núñez across. Up and away it goes. It's good to see Núñez, man. I'm absolutely buzzing to see Núñez. I really, really am. Can't pretend I wasn't worried. Really was. Oh, good to see you, Micah. Remember how everyone was hating on Núñez? Look now, 100%, mate. I never was, really. I never was. I think the most frustrating thing about Núñez's performances last season is Mark Gay with some defending to do here. Nods it back. Nice and controlled. Back to Donnarumma. Steady from Mark Gay, that is. I actually thought Núñez played well last season, but he just kept dropping these mistakes into a 90-minute performance. Sometimes his performances last season at right back were just as good as they were this season, but there would be one catastrophic mistake in there that was like, wow, that defines his performance, changes the whole narrative of how we now have to talk about Matheus Núñez. And it was always frustrating, especially with the player ratings when I was doing it, because I was like, I thought he played really well, but we can't ignore the goal that he gave away. That was always going to be the problem. This season, he's just eradicated those mistakes. They're just not happening. He doesn't make those mistakes, touch wood. So, it's been the world of difference. If I was a pro, would I have my own social media manager? It's hard to say, really. Don't know. I think if I was a pro, I don't think I would be on social media, to be honest. I just don't. I think I would avoid it. I think I'd go dark, like Rodri. Long ball here. Semenyo up in the air. Can't win that, though. Straight out for a goal kick. 23 minutes gone. City 1-0. Looking comfortable as well. Very minimal damage inflicted on that City defence from Wolves so far. One shot from Mane blasted over the bar. Jason, big up, mate. Thanks for the super chat. FA Cup, City have Salford. Easy money. Another 10-0 coming. All I'm seeing is... You like your gambling, mate. You like your gambling, don't you? I hope you win all the money you want, mate. Don't go too far with it, though, mate. Because these things can get addictive, can't they? Not to piss on your cornflakes or anything, but just don't let it control your life. Keep it to football at the weekends. Just one little bet here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let it get carried away. But you keep winning, mate, so I don't blame you. I keep winning. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Cheers, Jennifer. Cheers. I think Ryan meant like a pro footballer, but like, yeah. I'm not a pro anything, really. A pro idiot. I think that's the best thing. They do, don't they? I saw that. Yeah, you're right. That's a couple now. A few tackles gone in on Cherky. He bounces back up, though, doesn't he? Good to see you, Kevin. And 63% possession to City so far. Good to see us dominating the ball and creating chances with it. Great to see. Great to see. You know? Don't get us wrong, though, Kevin. How many times have you seen us go long in this game already? 25 minutes in, we've had a long ball to Semenyo. We've had a long ball switch to Semenyo just then that was overhit. Semenyo couldn't get there. Rodri tried to find, I think, Núñez with a header a minute ago that was a long ball switched. Free kick taken quickly here. Cleared by Bueno, edge of the area. Someone pick it up. There's Núñez. You've got Kasanov and Núñez in the defence now. That is speed. And Mark Gay's quick, by the way. All of us, and Nico O'Reilly's not slow, is he? He's pretty quick. All of a sudden, we've got a rapid back four. Would you take Van de Ven, by the way? I know it's a bit, you know, we've just signed Mark Gay. But I've always had my eyes on him. I've always thought he's a good player. Nice little flick that from Cherky. Marmoush does really, really well to hold it up. Brilliant play that from Marmoush. Really, really good. Because the flick from Cherky was risky. And it just got to Marmoush. He had to work for it there. And work for it he did. And he held it up brilliantly. Rodri's pulling strings as well. He looks confident on the ball. No mistakes from him. We're dominating. Is the point I'm making. Chatty Boom Batty. He my son. He my son. Who is? Dad? Pretty sure that's not you, Dad, is it? You're at the game. With zero Wi-Fi. And zero knowledge of how to turn the Wi-Fi on. So... on your phone, I mean. Definitely got no knowledge of figuring out how to go into the server room at the Etihad Stadium and turn on the Wi-Fi. My dad breaking into the Etihad server room. Need some Wi-Fi. Cheers for the super chat. Chatty boom batty. Chris as well. Van der Ven has spaghetti hamstrings though. Yes, he does. Oh, given away by Kasanov. And there's Rodri. Great play from Rodri. Risky ball that from Kasanov. Bit silly that. Nearly could have been costly that. He has got a bit of an injury record. You're right, Chris. He does. Yeah, very true. You know, it's just a shame, isn't it? You know, like, because I've been sponsored by a gambling app. Sloppy touch that from Nico O'Reilly. Really sloppy. Got to do better there, mate. That's exactly what we're talking about in the last couple of weeks. Just like the basic shit, man. Control that ball. Really, really simple. But yeah, it's sad that it can get as addictive as it can. And I'm aware of it. I'm all too aware. I remember going into a casino and I came out with like 550 quid off a £10 free bet that you get when you walk in. You just walk in. It was just near Manchester. I can't remember which one it was, but it was in Manchester. We just went in a casino and I got, because I was signed up, they gave me £10. Came away with 550 quid. And I was mostly betting on red and black. That was it. Just playing it simple. Really, really simple. And I just kept putting it down when I felt like it was going to come in. And came out with 500. And I actually had more than that at one point. I was up by more. And I just started losing like hundreds quickly. And I was like, right, stop. And that's the point. That's the addiction, isn't it? Like, how to stop. It's so difficult, man. So difficult. By the way, just going back to that point, Chris, Tino Livramento, someone I think we've had good eyes on, and I think City fans would be quite happy, but he's now in that same conversation for me. For injury prone, you know, he's injured again right now, isn't he? And he's lovely hold-up play again by Marmoush. Couldn't be found by Cherky, but again, this time very unorthodox, just studding it down. And I mean, he's holding his man off. And I mean, Haaland, honestly, mate, if you're watching this is little Marmoush. How big's Marmoush? What is he, 5'8", 5'9"? Is he even 5'10"? You know, he's certainly not that strong. That's not his main attributes, is it? Hold-up play and strength. But if he can do it, so can you, big man. He's setting you an example here, Haaland. You need to come on and do exactly the same stuff. It's almost like Haaland loses sight of the ball at times. He gets so involved in winning the physical battle with his defender and out-strengthening him and beating him that the ball becomes secondary, you know. If you focus on the ball, you'll probably get a foul, mate, or maybe even hold it up, which is the best. Oh, I get you now. I was talking about the Unai Emery after he pushed him. Yeah, I know what you mean. Now I know what you mean. I didn't see the interview. I only read the quotes. So I don't know how that sounded coming out. O'Reilly, back to fucking hell. He's looking shaky. Couple of times now from Nico O'Reilly. The header gets there, in fairness to him, but it wasn't only a minute ago that he couldn't control it, and it went out for a City throw-in. Wolves throw-in, sorry. John, Gay is a natural leader, eh? He's been very vocal. I haven't seen him be vocal, to be honest. Good, because he strikes me as the quiet type, but Donnarumma was so close to giving it away there, but he didn't. And then Cherky just boots it out, and Nunes can't keep that in. And this is when we are at our most dangerous, really, at the minute, is when we're trying to build up giveaways. We cannot hand Wolves away back into this game, because the opening 25 minutes, I'd say the last 5 minutes has started, a bit of sloppiness has creeped in. But the opening 25 minutes was like, we blitzed them. We had far too much. They couldn't cope. Wolves are in again here. Coming down the right, it's come from a giveaway. Chachua coming inside, one-on-one with Nico O'Reilly. He's gone all the way out though onto his left foot, but he's left it for Mosquera. Shot is blocked, up in the air. Nico O'Reilly doesn't win the header. Goal kick. Goal kick. Got to up it. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. Yeah, good to see John. I haven't seen him talk. But yeah, it is vitally important, especially for Mark Gay, considering Kassanov isn't the most vocal. Nunes with a first-time effort, bit hit and hope that really sloppy from him, really, because we've given it straight back to Wolves. We can't get out. We've got to sort this out. We've got to fix up, because we can't keep doing this, giving away. Ball down the line here for Marmoush to chase. Mosquera intercepts and then bullshits his way to getting a free kick. Big up, Ryan. Anderson, for me. Anderson. It's really close. It's really close. Yeah, I'm just Anderson. The one thing that I think Anderson has a better overall game, I think, to Wharton. I think Wharton's a little bit more technical. Tiny bit. I think he's got more assists in him and more goals in him than Anderson. I just feel like it's so close, mate. It's really, really close. Personally, just Anderson. Just. But I do like Wharton. I think he's really good. But I think Anderson reads the game incredibly well, man. He's like an intense presser. And I feel like that suits us more. You know, I think he would suit us more. Wombat Yoshi. I think Kassanov will be better suited for a loan spell when our injured defenders come back. I think he can be good if he gets the game time. I think it makes sense what you're saying in the sense of, you know, a player needing game time and therefore then you go on loan. I don't think Kassanov needs to worry too much about that because I think he's going to get in the team a little bit more. That's a long ball. That is from Kassanov. Straight on the money for Marmoush. Marmoush is in. Marmoush! He's hit the post! He wants a handball though. But he's just hit the post. But what a ball. Just as we're saying, Wombat. What a ball from Kassanov that was. And he wants a handball. He wants a handball, but he's just hit the post. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Direct as it gets, that. Centre back to centre forward. They're having a look. They're having a look. I think Marmoush has got a more instant future. Nah, looks like it hit his hip. I think it hit his hip. Let's have another look. Ooh, actually. A little bit of the old bingo wings. Yeah, that's elbow. And remember, people, that's the part of the arm that Ruben Diaz was offside. VAR looking at it. The thing is, Marmoush still gets his shot away, doesn't he? I have a feeling they might not. It actually benefited Marmoush. The fact that it hit his arm, it slowed it down. Because Marmoush's hook back looked like it was going too far the other way. I'm not sure he's even trying to get that for himself. Is he trying to pass that back, Marmoush? Kind of like that. That motion there reminds me of Aguero's assist on his debut. Do you remember that against Swansea? The Aguero assist. Everyone remembers the Aguero goals. But he actually got an assist, didn't he? Where he ran to the byline and like hooked it back. I think it was David Silva who put it in on Aguero's debut. But the connection to his arm is as clear as it gets. And we're going to the monitor. We're going to the monitor. Come on. Bag a penalty. Big up Darks. Gay's so natural as if he was here for a full season. Yeah. He's playing brilliantly. Let's take it easy before we get too excited. But he's settled in nicely so far. We are looking like we're getting a penalty by the looks of it. Which is absolutely fantastic news. Come on. What you thinking, ref? What you thinking? What you thinking? What you thinking? It hits him like there. So, I mean, that's handball, isn't it, really? He's a bit unlucky, to be fair, because I actually think Marmoush is hitting that so much that he's either going to lose it or he might be aware of Cherki arriving late. If you look just there at the end, Cherki's arriving on the edge of the box. Is he looking for him? But the fact that it hits his arm means the ball bounces straight down to the ground to Marmoush's feet. And at this point, he's on the corner of the 6-yard box, and then his side foot effort goes past Jose Sarr and strikes the far post. But Marmoush, as soon as it hit the post, was immediately screaming for a handball. But I can't see the ref not agreeing with VAR. Now he's been sent to the... I don't know why he needs so long to look at this. He really needs convincing this guy. Who is this ref? I don't recognise him. He's going to have to speak. He's going to have to speak. You fucking bent bastard. You corrupt twat. How often do you see them go to the touchline? When do you ever see them go to VAR and say, nah, I don't think it's a penalty, I'm going to stick with what I want to say. Some people will say, oh, he's courageous, but the fact is, it hit his fucking arm. You're a joke, man. What's his fucking name, this bellend? Who is this bellend of a referee? Never seen him in my life. Complete newbie. Pep is smirking. Have you ever seen... Let's wipe the floor with these twats after that. You know what I mean? We're miles better than this shower. Let's fucking do them in. I'm pissed off now with that. That's bollocks. After review, I'm sticking with what I thought. Because I saw nothing. Unbelievable. Natural position. What's natural about that? Is that how players run round? Doing the T-pose? What's natural about that, man? It's a joke, man. Honestly. I don't even want to talk about it being like, let's get Arsenal winning the league and all that stuff. I'm not interested because I think we've got more mistakes in us this season, unfortunately. It's not the point. It is so far from the point of it being like, oh, it's for the sake of Arsenal. It's just sheer, just unbelievable, like, inept quality. Like, there's just non-existent knowledge of the game. They're so poor. As the referees every week are the main talking points of almost every game. It's so disappointing. And it's so disheartening as a fan. And they said VAR, what we're going to talk about when we go to the pub, you know? Was it this decision or that decision? Every week it's more. We have more to talk about now. Those that were complaining that it's going to make the game boring and VAR is just going to make it all black and white and easy for referees. It's the opposite. It's a complete joke. It's not VAR's fault. VAR did its job for once. VAR went, yeah, we've seen it here. We've had a TV and we've sat here for 30 seconds and we looked at it, two of us, and we've both agreed that it hits the arm of Mascara. Clearly. Go on, Cherki. Go on, Cherki. Go on, let's bury these shower. Nico O'Reilly, shot! Oh, there's some venom behind that, but it's over the bar. I was thinking that, Ron, as well. Our church has just deleted it, but I was thinking that. Get Pep out. I was thinking the same thing. VAR, penalty to City, not given. Well, the only solution to that is get Pep Guardiola out. Surely. Must be. Yeah. Come on, Ron. I like to think you were joking. What was that? What was that? I mean, if this game is decided by one goal, you know, if this is a draw, if they come back from this, it's a joke. Because the game's gone at 2-0 for Wolves. They're not coming back. I know it's like still we could make a complete pig's ear of it. But 1-0 is like, this game's still so open now. Bloody hell. The advertising boards then completely changed. All of a sudden it looked like the guy was on holiday. The guy was just like playing football and the advertising boards turned into like some palm trees behind him. I was like, I thought I was seeing shit. Yeah, that's who I'm blaming. It's either Pep or Walker, isn't it? Yeah. That's it, Finn. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. We're playing really well, mate. We're playing really well. Playing really well. 1.9 watching. Big up to you for tuning in. We got 600 likes. Do you reckon we could get to 700 before half time? I reckon we could. Come on, people. Help us out. We've played really well. We have played very, very well. Little moments that you can critique. I think Nico O'Reilly's been the sloppiest out of the 11. And we're talking about 2 mistakes from him that haven't really proven to be costly. One went out for a throw-in. And one was a header that actually, you know, he underhit it. It made Donnarumma work, but it got there in the end. So you can't even call that a mistake, really. So, you know, I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking at this point to find faults. Pep's had a stinker, though. Pep's had a stinker. He's not sure what he's actually done, but he's had a stinker one way or the other. Oh, Reinders. He could up his game a little bit. Not seen much from him. Not seen much from him. His hold-up play wasn't the best there. Cherki and Marmouche, they've been lighting the place up. They've been lighting this place up. Really, really good from both of them. The link-up play's been very, very good. It could actually be better, to be honest, but those two look like a real bright spark to our attack. Don't lose. Well done, Kasanoff. Really good that, because that could have gone anywhere. That good ball from Nunez into Reinders, and then Rodri gives it away. Hangs his head. He just goes, oh, pick your head up, mate. Keep going. Keep going. That's it, mate. It's all, you could just afford the best paints. No one else could afford the paints that Leonardo da Vinci could afford. He's just a checkbook painter. Exactly. Everyone else, the rest of the world was stuck with Crayolas. Cherki. Oh, he's had it taken off him. And he's there with luxurious, silky, smooth paint brushes and the finest oil paints. Wolves are getting lucky here. Not only because of the ridiculous penalty that wasn't given. When did we see that? That happens like once a year. A referee deciding against the VAR call. Unbelievable, man. These are the little decisions that, like, rival fans, they don't talk about this. They won't highlight it. That's a stonewall penalty. Like, hits his arm. I don't know why it's not. 3 decisions this year where they've gone to the monitor, Victor, and disagreed with VAR, basically. 3 times that's happened in the Premier League. That's not many, is it? Of course, one of us. Of course, it's one of us. I know you just. I don't. Sometimes I get annoyed, and it seems like I'm annoyed with you, Pingo. I'm not annoyed with you. I'm annoyed with what the guy on the TV said on whatever TV you're watching it. And what's his point? Oh, that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like that. It's the same bollocks that was why Diogo Dallo wasn't a red card. It's the same shit, because it would have handed us the game. Oh, it probably wouldn't the way we played, to be honest. I think we would have probably lost with 10 men, in all honesty, against United. But it would have had a massive impact on the game, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Absolute shit. Fucking bury this lot after this. The stonewall penalty all day long. Go on, Semenyo. Go on. Yes! Go on, man. We'll put 3 on the board. It should be 3. Penalty to City. Ignored by this fucking disgrace. PGMOL. Absolute shambles. Antoine Semenyo makes it 2. As it should have been. As it already should have been. Fucking hell, man. VAR getting overturned. When do you see that? When do you see that? You know, Wolves riding their luck, doing everything they can. Doing everything they can to punish City. Go on, ref. Look how gutted he looks there, the referee. You know, when that ball goes in the back of the net, that referee, normally like, goal. Look at him. Go on. Stick your whistle in your mouth. Stick your fucking whistle in your mouth and point at the centre spot, mate. Do your fucking job. Goal. City. Who is this guy? I've never seen him in my life. He wants to go back to the Championship, probably where he came from. Yes, man. Antoine, what a finish, by the way, from Semenyo. What a finish that was. One touch, inside his defender, onto his left foot. Weaker, supposedly. Just passes it into that bottom corner. Everything we deserve. The bare minimum of, excuse me, of what we deserve. 2-0. Yes, man. So buzzed at that ass. Absolutely buzzing. Big up Pear. Big up Pear. Come on, Pear. Might have a beer. It's been staring at me the whole time. It's actually gone probably a bit warm. It's been sat there for about nearly an hour now. Oh, what a flick. Go on, make it 3, lads. Finish them off. What are you doing, Cherky? Why are you trying to go through people like that? They're not made of water. Oh, no, Wolves are on the break. Cherky, what have you done? That was such a stupid idea to try and go through people like that. Why does he do things like that sometimes? Frustrates the life out of me. It really does. That's a free kick. Referee. That's a stonewall free kick to Wolves. He hasn't given it. I mean, this is the problem. I don't think it is corruption. It's just absolute dire ability to officiate a football match. I'm sure someone's read it. I just can't see it. But referee, what's his name? I thought they were half-time then. There is 4 minutes, and there goes the half-time whistle. There it goes. It's 2-0. Fucking 2-0. Right. Second half. I want more. I want more. Buzzing, man. Absolutely buzzing. Buzzing. Should have been 4 as well, because he got robbed at Newcastle as well. Do you know what I mean? When they're... Yeah, big up Elzen. Absolutely. This is better. This is absolutely better. Let's not get carried away. City are back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it now. City are going to... We're winning the treble, lads. City are 2-0 up. Half-time against Wolves. Treble loading. Treble is loading. And I'll see you next week for the Pep Out video. Yeah? You ready for that? We can't flip-flop, man, like this. It's ridiculous as a fan base. It's understandable to lose your heads after the Bodo and the United game. It's understandable. But we can't now be like... well, you're right, though. This is better. And it can still get better. There's levels above how we're playing here. We're not playing that well. We're playing very good, you know, and we're coming off an absolute stinky performance against Bodo and United. So maybe we're seeing more than what we really should be here, potentially. But, you know, it should be 3-0. And we deserve everything we've got. We've minimised any threat from Wolves. They are clearly trying to go over the top. The 2 or 3 times they've tried to, we've dealt with it incredibly well. There was that one opportunity, really, where Mane was cutting inside, and on his right foot, you know, we've seen them flying into the top corner against us lately, haven't we? You know, thankfully this game, over the bar. Over the bar. But Marmoush in, goal. Semenyo in, goal. I love that goal. I love that goal. They've just shown the replay, but Marmoush, the camera went straight to Haaland as well. I saw him sat down. I mean, there may have been a moment where he got up and went like that. I presume there was. I hope there was from Haaland. I don't want to see Haaland sulking at other players scoring. I definitely don't want to see that. Don't want to see that at all. But right now, mate, you're not getting back in this team. Marmoush carries on playing like this, mate. You're not getting back in. There's no spot for you, unfortunately, because Marmoush is getting his deserved chance in this starting 11. He deserves a chance. More so because Haaland doesn't deserve to be in the starting 11. That's why he deserves a chance, because we have someone else. You know, we've got a player that isn't playing well and someone waiting in the wings. we're going to use him like every football club will always do and as they should do. Marmoush gets his chance. He's taken a goal within like, what, was it 6 minutes? 6 minutes? The City Radio said that it's the ref's debut. Right, well, he's having a fucking stinking Jonathan Woodgate-esque debut, isn't he? What's he thinking there? He's gone over to have a good look at this natural position. Is that what he said? The arm's in a natural position. Fucking hell, I don't think he... I'm just looking at how he walks. To be fair, he does walk like that. If you look at the referee, he's walking like that. So maybe he thinks everyone walks like this. Do you know what I mean? So that's probably what the problem is. Look at him. Look at his arms. He thinks it's a natural position. That's not natural. You're the abnormal one, walking around like this. What's he doing? Faray Halam. English. That finish from Semenyo was just like, bang. Like, no chance for Jose Sarr. No chance. Fantastic finish. Really, really, really good to see. Absolutely buzzing. 2-0. What a treat that first half was. We needed that. We needed that. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's good to see you guys happy. I'm just seeing happiness in the chat. Come on. Yes! Still not done. This could still go wrong, so we have to be mindful of that. Control the game now. This is where, wow, you just carry on playing as we are, really. As you were, lads, would be the message from Pep Guardiola. Just make sure you're nice and safe with your passes. Fire it into feet. Be ready for everything. Anything could happen. Be ready for the worst case scenario. As a defender, be negative. In your mind, anything could happen. But, yeah, man. I love Núñez too, mate. I love him too, man. What a cross that was. What a ball. What a cross that was. Just like the venom in it. Just like, as soon as it left his foot, you felt like, that's danger. That's danger. Straight away. And then you were just hoping for something. That could have even been an own goal. The cross was so lethal. It was like undefendable, really. It was so fast and in such a dangerous height that you can't really get down to head it. As you saw, Mosquera was like, I don't know whether to go down for it. It was the sort of height where you have to lift your leg to get something on it. And defenders don't want to be doing that to clear it. They want it there. That's where they want it. They know they can deal with that. Or on the floor where they can just twat it and clear it. This ball coming in like that was perfect and so dangerous. And it was just the right distance away from the keeper. So Jose Sarr couldn't come either. And the pace of it meant he couldn't get near it either. It was just so good from Núñez, that cross, man. And the Marmoush finish, that was brilliant as well. That was instincts. Odds on a chair app. Not today, mate. Not today. Maybe never again. Maybe never again. We'll see. We'll see. But no, not today. Not today, mate. DS Ford, Gay's top class at the back. Player of the first. Really? I don't think he was player of the man of the match for the first half. I thought he was just all right. I think he did his job. Like I know he's a debut. We want to glaze him. We want to talk positively about him, and he did very well. He was good. He was just good. He's what I think we should be expecting, you know. And I don't mean to be too harsh on him. It sounds like I'm being negative and like downplaying. You know, it's a debut, which is always going to have a few nerves in there, and he has played well. The ball to Semenyo was fantastic. That was brilliant. And there's been a few other moments where he's just been cool and composed. It's kind of what we expected and what we assumed we were buying. We kind of knew we were buying this, and we are getting unbelievable talent from him. Just keep going, mate. Just keep going. I don't want to talk about Gay too much. I don't want my end of match like conversations to be like, he defended well, and he defended well. He was a brilliant night. Because we've been talking about Donnarumma for about 2 weeks, haven't we? Like, how good is he? That means we're in the shit if we're talking about how good is our goalkeeper. You know, I don't want to be talking about him. I want to be talking about Marmoush and Cherky and our midfield and like... And then when we get to it, we'll talk about the defenders and talk about them and go, yeah, they're doing their job. They're doing a fantastic job, as they did in this first half. You know, because if we're talking about them and that's all we're talking about, then that means we're facing too many shots and we are under the cosh. But not in this game. Not in this game. There's not much defending to actually do, in fairness, for City this game, which is good. Really, really good. Fixelium, big up to you for becoming a member. Massively appreciated. Massively appreciate that, mate. MCFC Wick, we needed this game, Johnny. Let's bury the bastards. I love it. Yes. Yes, man. I'm angry with Wolves because of that referee. Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have anything to do with that decision. Nothing whatsoever. But anyway, I'm going for a pee. I'll be back in a minute. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Back in a minute. Bloody well go. Is there a world where this becomes our best 11 or close to it? And I'm talking more so in the sense of Haaland and Foden being on the bench, and we have a fluid team of the likes of Cherky and Marmoush, who have a lot of, you know, good connections with each other, as well as, you know, versatility between the two of them. More so than Haaland anyway. Foden's got plenty of versatility, but Haaland has none. He has none, unfortunately. He's a one-dimensional player in terms of position anyway. His position is one-dimensional. But you think about going further into a season now, and this becomes a team that we hang our hat on and go, that's the 11 now. Unfortunately, Haaland and Foden, they find themselves on the bench more often in the next 10 games or so, and they have to fight for their position to get it back. There's so many positives that come with that. So many positives that, one, that the players on the pitch are playing brilliantly. Two, they will want to fight. You know, isn't that good? Isn't that healthy? That's a healthy squad. Because Pep Guardiola lately, for me, He's not been scratching his head when picking these starting 11s. He's been, right, that's the 8 players I know they're playing. Now I've got to take gambles all over the pitch. All of the starting 11s have just been filled with gambles lately. Like, we'll try Ryan Aït-Nouri right back, see how that works. We've got Watchalong coming back from Watford. Don't tell me that wasn't a gamble. It's a gamble. You know what I mean? That's a gamble. It started to pay off, and then it started to bite you in the arse further down the line. So now you remove the gambles and you insert the certainties. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like momentum starts to pick up again. City might just go on a run, potentially. Bit early, first game after a stinky run we've just been on with 2 losses back to back. Of course, January itself has been a disaster. Thank God we're getting a win. Are we getting a win? It's 2-0. I'm arguing with myself here. I always do. I'd have an argument in a phone box, I would. But, I mean, we've got to. We've got to win from this point. We've got to. No mistakes, please. Nothing daft. Nothing silly. And we are walking away with 3 points. Spending Saturday night 4 points behind Arsenal. Which I'm not ready to think too much. Obviously, we're all hoping United win tomorrow, which is an uncomfortable thing to say for any City fan. No one really wants United to win. I think we win either way tomorrow. I think City fans win either way. As long as we win this game today, we win either way. Because we can shut down those United fans that have been gobbing off for, the last week? They've been mouthing off for about a week, haven't they? You know, loving life all of a sudden, these United fans. Where have they been? Crawling back out from the rocks they've been hiding under for the last, decade? But, yeah, they're living it large this last week. So if they lose, we'll be, slamming them. We'll absolutely slam down on them. Completely come down on them like a ton of bricks if they lose to Arsenal. And if they beat them, they've done us a massive favour in the title race. And we are potentially back in a title race. Because albeit I still think that Arsenal... I'm just concerned that we are going to have more moments like this for the rest of the season. We have to almost be, not perfect, but near perfect. We need that game, the Arsenal game at home, to be. We need to have clawed back. We can't go into that game for me with 7 points because they could afford to lose and still be 4 points ahead. You know, if we can get it back to 4 points before we play Arsenal and then play them with a 4-point gap, even if we beat them and they're still 1 point behind, but they will shit themselves. They will implode. It's more them than us at that point because they are their own worst enemy. And that's what we're depending on because we know we're not firing. We're not at our best. And we are praying that they decline to standards they have done in this period of a season. They have done for the last 2 or 3 seasons, Arsenal, where they fall off in that final third of the season. If they can do that again, then they're going to do us a massive favour. Christine, impressed how Donner and Semenyo have slotted in seamlessly. Seamless, isn't it? I would say Semenyo's been more impressive. I think that's a harder job. I mean, goalkeeper's been very good, and Donnarumma's got the world of experience behind him. The clubs he's been at, I would understand him to settle in nice and easy. I don't think, because he's been a bit of a transfer guy, hasn't he? He's moved around a fair bit, Donnarumma. I wouldn't be surprised to see him at a different club in 3 years, in all honesty. Game's about to get underway. Second half's about to get underway. But yeah, Semenyo, on the other hand, has gone from Bournemouth to City. That's a big step up, but he's just slotted straight in, like you said. Perfect. Brilliant. Cheers for the super chat, Christine. Yeah. No changes for City. I think I saw Gomez coming on for Wolves. And Strand Larsen as well. He's been finding himself on the bench a lot lately, hasn't he? I thought we might have brought on a Rocadare instead, but Strand Larsen coming on instead. Or have they brought on a Rocadare? No, they've not. That's Mane. Back to Donnarumma. Phil, just keep it going, lads. 100% Phil. It's just plenty of the same, please. More of the same, lads. Keep it going as you were. If Marmoush get... it's brilliant play between 3 of them. Bernardo Silva, Marmoush and Cherky. Hold-up play was fantastic. Really good to see. Really good. Good stuff, man. Ian, It seems a lot of people aren't happy with Reinders this season, feel like his contribution has gone under the radar. Been very happy with him. I've been mixed, Ian. I think you're right in what you say in terms of some of the contribution has gone under the radar. The total number of goals and assists that he's got is, not to be scoffed at. It's his debut season, mind you, as well. And he's been popping up with goals. I think the frustration comes from missed chances is a big one for Reinders because he gets a lot of chances. Mark Gay's giving it away. And now he's won it back. Now he's giving it away. Bernardo Silva wins it back. So Mark Gay, told you, chat, let's just take it easy with Gay. Let's watch the full game before we talk about what an unbelievable player he is. And he will be, don't get me wrong. But you know what I mean? Let's just take it easy. Because that could have been costly, that. Held his hands up and said sorry, but hey, nothing came of it, thankfully. But yeah, Reinders, it's a tough one because I think he could have been better, it could have been worse. I certainly don't think he should be treated like a scapegoat. But I do think he's he's delivered in moments. I think the Fulham first goal, nice little chip, that's in my mind. Obviously Wolves, first game of the season, what a debut that was for Jonny Reinders. There was an unbelievable finish he did recently where he smacked it top bins, pretty close angle. Can't remember who was it against. Was it Brighton? Or I can't remember who it was. But yeah, he's been popping up, hasn't he, Ian? He's been popping up with goals. I think his overall game, he's not really a controlling type player. He is more of a, he's in the goals, like G&A, that's his game, isn't it? Like, he likes goals and assists, and he should be getting involved in a few more for me. Oh, unlucky Cherky. You could see what he was trying there. Gets it wrong, but you could see what he was trying. Intercepted by Kasanov. Free kick to Wolves, though. But immediately you can see the danger that we face by giving it away. The second we lose the ball, they are looking a little bit more direct now, Wolves, in this second half. Trying to be a little bit braver with it. They have no other option. They're 2-0 down. They have to come out and go for it a little bit more. But they are still carrying on with the overarching game plan of trying to absorb a little bit of pressure and win it back. Win that ball back and then go bang, fill the gaps. And yeah, they've tried it and failed on a few occasions already in this second half. Jason, so long as City scores by 4 and above without Wolves scoring, I'll be in again. Buzzing, mate. Hope it comes off for you. I missed Raymad. Another goal from Marmoush today, and Haaland will feel he got something to prove against Galatasaray. Win-win. Exactly, mate. Exactly. It's competition. This is healthy. It's good. It doesn't have to be 11 superstars and the bench is shit and we hate them. It doesn't have to be that. It has to be like they utilised Rodri. Take your time, mate. Fucking hell. You haven't got all day, Rodri. Mane intercepts it. It doesn't come to anything, thankfully. Kasanov collects it. But yeah, no, that's perfectly normal. That's how a good football team and squad should operate. Two strikers who are proving they deserve to be in the team and giving Pep Guardiola a headache. Good ball to Jonny Reinders. Oh, he's overran it. Oh, it breaks to Cherky. And he couldn't bring it under his spell. Nico O'Reilly comes in late. Gets it to Marmoush. Working his way to the byline. Slowly 2-on-1. Tries to go inside and loses it. That was a little opportunity there. I thought Reinders was going to get a shot away, but his touch let him down. I think that's what people are talking about, Ian, from your previous Super Chat, is those little moments where he could just do a bit better. You know, he gets in a lot of promising positions, and that's a great sign. That's always a good sign. If you're getting in the positions, you understand your role, you know, your positional awareness is as good as his. He's getting there, you know, and I think the goals will come. Those touches will come, and it'll settle, yeah. So I still think there's plenty of positives for Reinders this season, definitely. But yeah, Rayman, couldn't agree more. Be interesting to see what the starting 11 is against Galatasaray. Will Haaland get straight back in it? Got something to prove against Galatasaray. He might not play, mate. You know, that's the thing. Like, you know, just because you drop for one game, the player that takes your place, if they do their job, why do you deserve to get your spot back? He doesn't. You know, Marmoush deserves to start against Galatasaray, and I think there's a world where both could play, especially in this role. Cherky would lose out if you play this system, and you play exactly the same system as we're watching right now, it's Cherky who's dropped. And Haaland comes in because Marmoush is playing off the left. Big up Kaz Babes. Thanks very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Again, to Jonny Ryan has found a brilliant position, but his touch lets him down. He was almost in then. Great ball to him as well. Nico Riley does really well there. Is he going to win that race with Mascara? Oh, and nearly keeps it in as well. Good play. Algamer 2022, welcome to the Typical City family, mate. Really appreciate the support. What's your favourite game? What's your favourite game, mate? Back. Well done. Gay there. Kusanov and Gay looking controlled at the back. Little moment from Gay a bit earlier, but he's been all right. It's going to be interesting to see what Pep does against Galatasaray. You got me thinking now, was it Raymad? Yeah. Flick on here. And there's Gay. Bernardo Silva back to Donna. Back out to Gay. Nico. Rodri. Man on Bernardo Silva. Man on Bernardo Silva. He knows he was there. He's giving it away, though. Bernardo Silva, you're not getting the free kick. Why did you hold it like that, mate? He knew he was there. That's not a free kick. Oh, and Kusanov has gone right through the back of Mane. It probably was a free kick. I was just more hopefully saying it wasn't. Bernardo Silva there, getting caught on the ball in such a stupid position. He had enough touches there to get that upfield as well. If he felt like he was getting caught, just get it upfield. Don't lose it there. Wolves free kick on the edge of City's box. Danger. Danger. Not yet we haven't. Not yet we haven't. We're winning, but not yet. I think Gonzalez should be back. I keep hearing that he's really close to being back, but he's not even getting on the bench. So I don't know how close to being back he actually is. Nico Gonzalez, but he's a big miss. Big miss. And I would start Nico Gonzalez ahead of Rodri. Yes, 100%. If he's 100% fit, I would start Nico G. Free kick over the bar, but not by far. Everything's a song. Fuck, you know, man. That's all from you, Bernardo, that. Imagine if that goes in the back of the net from all this good work we've done, undone. Wolves definitely look better this second half. And we are giving it away. Cherky switches it to Nunez, out for a throw-in. Don't do this, lads. Don't do it. Just settle yourselves. Just settle yourselves. Just relax. Relax. I want to see some composed football. You're 2-0 up. You can't throw this game. You just can't. They're bottom of the league with 8 points. You should not be dropping points at this point. There is absolutely no excuse in the world for you, I'm afraid. This was already a must-win game at 2-0 up. Nah, man. Don't be doing anything silly, because I'm seeing a lot of sloppiness creeping into our game at the minute. And Wolves are knocking it around. They've got it out here. Gomez bringing it down the right. Gets it down the line to Mane. Get back, lads. Ball across. Well done, Bernardo Silva. Well intercepted. Right, get control. Get control, lads. Come on. Marmoush is on his own. He had no one to give it to. Wolves are coming back again here. Mane. Nunez out for a corner. Bit of a storm here. Bit of a storm we're weathering from Wolves. I mean, Premier League opposition, but these lot really are effectively Championship opposition at this point. because they're not. They are 8 points in the Premier League. They are as rock bottom as you get. They've been playing well. I understand that. Rob Edwards has got a tune out of them. I get it. But we're 2-0 up. With the players we've got on the pitch, we shouldn't even be allowing them into this situation. Ball in's dodgy. Donnarumma had to do the safe thing there. The ball was flicked on, I think, by Strand Larsen. Donnarumma just flicks it over the bar with a little bit of a hoo-hoo over the top. Another corner. It's a good one. Rodri doesn't clear it. Man on Nico. I thought he didn't realise there was a man over there. Cherky trying to hold it up. We're still in our own final third. Free kick to City. Slow it down. Slow it down. Take a good 30 seconds. Yellow card for that. Not sure what this ref's doing, man. It's a free kick, but I'll take an opposition being put onto a yellow all day long. Yeah, it's a yellow. He's got it 100% right. Now I've seen the replay. 100%. Definite yellow. Just completely scythed him down. Andre, yellow card. He's playing really well, mate. He's playing really well. We've missed him, man. Why is Donnarumma now? I just suddenly look away for a second and Donnarumma's chasing it back to his own goal. We've still got it. We can't get this game. We can't get hold of the ball, man. We're losing it here. We've lost the plot a little bit here. Mark Gay, good tackle, out for a corner. We can't get up the pitch. This is falling back into the previous ways against Bodo and United. It's so frustrating. I wouldn't be surprised if Pep makes a change here. That's it, Hannah. And I'm getting sick of it. I really am. Like, how good were we in the first half? Wolves offered nothing. Are you telling me bringing on Strand Larsen is the and Gomez is the reason Wolves are now causing us problems? No, we're not controlling our own emotions in the game. Donnarumma coming out there, he's actually got it in fairness to him. And then Cherky sent Marmoush away. We could hit him here. We could hit him. Oh, he's overran it, has he? No, it's a good touch. Oh, and Semenyu's been forced wide, but we're in still an opportunity. He's been forced wide. Wolves are going to get numbers back. But now, good. Get up the pitch and hold it. Just keep them here now for 10 minutes. Keep it here. Keep it here. Just hold the ball, lads. You were doing the right thing the whole first half. How are you playing in the first half? Just do that again. Why is it so difficult? What have we got on the bench? It's a good bench, isn't it? It's a good bench. Hold the line, lads, Christine says. Now's the time. We've got the ball. Before, we were having to defend, weren't we? Now we've got the ball. Reinders over the bar by a mile. By a mile. That's why people are frustrated with Reinders. Ian, it's that. That's the stuff we're talking about. But don't get me wrong, yeah, goals. Bernardo Silva just pushing Strand Larsen here. He's got to be careful there, Bernardo. He's got to be careful. Strand Larsen laughing at him. He is, isn't he? I love it. We need, you know what, that attitude. I wish they all had Bernardo Silva's attitude, because we'd win every game. You know, if they all played like that, we'd win every game. Cherky, edge of the area. Shot! Wide. Hour in. Is it time? Oh, yep. Reinders off. Reinders off. Phil Foden back in. Let's see what point you've got to prove. I'm having a beer. Am I having a beer? Chat, shall I have a beer? When did I say it was that bad? We're conceding possession to Wolves. They were creating chances and getting crosses into our box. I'm just describing what I'm seeing, mate. And it's frustrating because we had complete control of the game. So, yeah. I'm still calm. We're 2-0 up. But it's the reason I said this game's not done. Have a beer. Cheers, chat. I needed just to give me the green light. The thumbs up. And you obliged. So now, I'm having a beer. Pretty tasty. It's Kronenberg. What I always have, really. I do like it. Something about it. It's just crisp. Nice. There you go. Cherky. Penalty! No! Oh, I thought he was going to go down. Didn't even fall over. I was expecting, like, Cherky to go like that and fall over. But he didn't. You could tell I would have done that in that position. I'd have been, like, rolling around like a shithouse. I'd have been doing that to the referee. Not that it matters with this ref. He doesn't give a shit. Corner ball. Corner ball. Cheers, Bam Bam. Foden. First touch of the game is a corner. And it's a good one. Cleared, though. Great play, Marmouche. Doesn't get on the end of it, but he didn't know he was there, Mosquera, did he? Came round his blind spot, nearly got it off him as well, but just that one moment going up the pitch like that when we broke on them. Was it Marmouche carrying it down the left wing? And I said, right, keep the ball here. Since then, we have controlled the game. We've got the ball in their half and we're playing our game. You know, keep it like this now. Keep it like this now for 10 minutes and we'll probably win this game. Because I think that was Wolves. What we just saw, I'm hoping, was the sting in Wolves' tail. They don't sting wolves, do they? What's the right thing to say for a wolf? The bite. That was the rabies in their bite. Because you don't want to get bitten by a wolf, do you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Did anyone else secretly like wolves when they were a kid? I did. Just because they were called wolves. I was like, that's a cool name. You've got a cool name. You're a wolf. It's pretty cool. A third would be welcome, wouldn't it? That's it, Andy. 100%. We absolutely will be. I really would be as well, MCFC. To be honest, I don't know. And if I was in this moment, then maybe, like when I actually play football, I don't dive. Like 5-a-side and things like that, I don't dive at all. I try to stay on my feet as often as I can, to be honest, because there's no referee, so it doesn't matter if I dive. But even when I was playing 11-a-side, I stopped when I was like 18, playing 11-a-side. Didn't dive then. Yeah. Was he? Because he was a big fan of Wolves. It's a free kick to Wolves. And it's Mane who's going to take it. Dangerous, this. Ball in. Donnarumma, he's bobbling. Clear it. We've cleared it. Came out then, it was like pinballing around. I swear it hit like a couple of heads. Ball in, Strand Larsen, wide. Should have been. He should have got more on that. That could have easily been 2-1. I'm not sure he was onside though, so it might not have counted. Yeah, he's offside. It wouldn't have counted. He hasn't had any saves to make, really. He came out before and cleared it. He came out really far for the one before, like almost to the penalty spot, and did very well to get on the end of it. This one, he does just get on the end of it, but I think it hits someone's head and then bounces off another head and starts like bobbling around a little bit. Not quite as convincing a clearance as the one before. But the referee's got his book out. It's Gomez yellow card for Wolves. And then Bueno as well. Was that Bueno? Just elbowed Cherky as well. Don't forget to hit that like button. We've got 900 of you hit the like button already. Come on, let's get to 1K. Let's do it. Do it.
Everybody get to the chopper.
That's my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
Get to the chopper. Having a big wet sloppy diarrhea is dribbling into my trainer.
Don't know what I just said, but... Oh, this game's gone a bit stale the last 10 minutes, which is good because we're winning. I don't mind stale when we're winning. You just don't want Wolves to spring into action at any point. Free kick to Wolves. Doku's on. Doku's not on, but he's coming on. So, I mean, that's all it takes. That amount of beer. It wasn't even full either, was it? It was like there. And I'm doing Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions, talking about diarrhea dribbling into my trainer. Do you know what I mean? No wonder you wanted me to have the fucking beer. Ball in! Clear it! Oh, what good interception from Nico O'Reilly. Great little slide that was. Wasn't little, it was quite a big slide, actually. But it was a very important slide. Blocking the cross. It would have been offside, actually. It looks like he's off. Because Strand Larsen was waiting at the back post for a tap in there. That was a vital contribution, that from Nico O'Reilly. Really important. Micah, I'm not a City fan. Borussia Dortmund, but you do like... This whole time, we had a secret Liverpool fan in as well. I spoke to him for a year. And you're telling me you're a Borussia Dortmund fan this whole time? I haven't really got a problem with you. What was it? Captain Kringles? Where's he? He's gone. Because I found out he was a Liverpool fan. It was Liverpool, wasn't it? Couldn't believe it. I actually like Borussia Dortmund. That would be... If anyone who asks me, who's your second favourite team? I struggle to, like, have a second favourite team. Because that's just like, you should only have one. But if you forced me, I would probably go Borussia Dortmund. And if you forced me in this country... I wouldn't go like Stockport County or Mac or like one of the local shit because I hate both of them. Because they used to fucking beat us. Fucking Brett Angel. Do you remember Brett Angel for Stockport County and his mega throw-ins? Like, fucking hell. Used to lose. We lost 4-1 to Stockport County at Main Road. We lost 4-1. I'd go, is that a free kick? Or is it an unbelievable tackle? No, it's a free kick and looks to be a yellow card for Mateus Nunes. If you forced me to choose, I'd probably look at someone like West Ham. Because... Oh, yeah, you already said it. Little Relke said it. There you go, yeah. I'd probably look at West Ham. Don't know, there's similarities. There's a bit of history between the two sets of fans of City and West Ham. Back in the day, they respected one another. When we were getting relegated, they were like supportive at Main Road, saying you'll be back. And there's been other moments in our history where we've swapped a bit of memorabilia, the two sets of fans. So yeah, probably West Ham. But I mean, if we play West Ham, I hate them. Like when we're against them, I hate them. So as with everybody. Ball in. Great bit of defending from Semenyo, that at the back post. Vital again. But more defending to do. More defending to do for Manchester City against a doomed Wolves side. Referee doing that to Bernardo Silva, saying, I'm watching you, mate. I'm watching you. He's trying to protect Donnarumma, isn't he? Don't give away a penalty. Whatever you do, don't give away a penalty. Please. This is weird, isn't it? So we've got Bernardo Silva protecting Donnarumma. We've now got Andre protecting. He's got to be careful, Bernardo Silva there. Cleared by Nico O'Reilly. Good head of that. It was a poor corner, to be honest, a little bit deep. But what was going on there? Oh, he's been done. Mane, no, not a penalty. Diving shithouse. Get him in the book then. Goal kick. Good to see you, Scott, mate. 25 months, Scott. What a legend you are. You keep up the good work, mate. You, sir. Not me, you. Big up, Scott. 25 months, man. That's a long time. It's a long time. Appreciate it. Cherky's off. Haaland coming on for Marmoush. And Doku's on for Cherky. This would be a perfect day if Haaland comes on and scores. It would be perfect. Does anyone get the feeling that I feel like I might be wrong, and I might be completely reading the temperature wrong of the Manchester City fan base here, but does anybody get the feeling that like there might be some City fans out there willing Haaland not to score? Does anyone feel that? I sense it. I can sense it. Do you know what I mean? And it worries me. And I don't ever want to converse with you as a... You know what I mean? If you enter a conversation as a City fan to talk about City, and then the City fan you're having a conversation with has those sorts of opinions, which you are entitled to, it's just I no longer want to converse with you. That's the problem. It's not the fact that you're not allowed the opinion, it's just I'm no longer interested in anything you have to say. You know? Because I do feel like that's a thing now within fan... And not just City, by the way. I think this is a growing thing in football. It's player FC. Like, the Marmoush lovers, which all City fans are. We all should be Marmoush lovers. But there'll be the ones that are like, you know, it's Marmoush or nobody. It's Marmoush or I stop supporting City. Did you know what I mean? Like, Marmoush has been brilliant. He's been brilliant today. But Haaland coming on for the final 15 minutes makes perfect sense. And it would be unbelievable. And Foden with a corner. I would love nothing more than Foden to assist Haaland right now. It would just be like... It really would. It would be perfect. Give Pep the headache. Give Pep the problem. He doesn't have problems at the minute, Pep. It's very easy to pick the 11. Why do you think I predicted Foden and Haaland to be dropped? It's not because Pep follows me. It's because it's incredibly obvious. But for now, that's temporarily. I think if Haaland and Foden were to link up in this game, you know, and play well, they've got 15 minutes now to showcase, you know, the attitudes. And that's what we want to see. We want to see movement. We want to see intensity from these guys now. Those two in particular. A little bit of Doku, because I think he's been really, like, you know, declined in the last couple of weeks. You know, didn't even come on against Bodo Glimt. And I don't think that's... You know, I don't think that's... Pep said he would have done if he could have done. And so obviously he couldn't. But never mind. Jason, even if City don't win by 4-0 and above, I should be happy. Making 8k isn't for everyone. I shouldn't be greedy. You are enjoying yourself a little bit at the minute, Jason, aren't you? You're pleased with yourself. I'm pleased for you, mate. I'm pleased for you. You're very pleased with yourself, though, aren't you, with your betting? Good touch, that from Foden. And then the ball switched out to Semenyo. Was almost a very, very good ball. Jason, mate, appreciate the super chat. Thanks very much. Enjoy your money, mate. Don't spend it all in one place. Like super chats on Typical City. My advice would be to not do that. Steve, big up to you, mate. Big up, Steve. Welcome to the Typical City family, mate. Appreciate it. Really? Don't know why I did that. I'm not that surprised at that. I'm not surprised. Christine, 5 months member. Big up, Christine. You're rapidly becoming a legend around here, aren't you? Why City fan against Haaland to score? Treason. Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like people just, they say things and then they want to be right. They don't want to get proven wrong. And it's a dangerous game to play. It's a dangerous game to play against Haaland. Like, I'm done with Haaland. I'm done with him. He'll score a hat-trick at some point. Foden, out to Semenyo. Can we make it 4? Semenyo! Oh, he's absolutely rattled it off the bar. Oh. The power behind that shot. It would have been a Phil Foden assist as well. Oh. Yeah, you're right. I take it back. Already established legend she is. Big up, Christine. That pizza recipe, by the way, you sent me. That's still in the back burner. We're going to be using it at some point. The missus is getting quite, what's the word? Experimentary. Is that the right word? What's the right word for someone who likes to experiment? But yeah, my missus is getting into cooking a lot more nowadays. She's always been alright, pretty good, but she's like trying some shit, man. It's good to see. Semenyo's effort. Oh, man. That would have been good, wouldn't it? We're 6 likes away from 1K. Come on, people. That's all it needs. Then we hit the 1K. Smash them likes up. Come on, people. Got a Wolves injury here. It is, man. And the swaz. Forgot about that word. The swaz. Swaz. I saw something the other day. Like, you know how my mouth is talking to you? I can make my mouth talk to you through the side of my face. Like, hello, everybody. This is my mouth. Like, it's coming from the side of my face. My mouth is now here. That's the normal place for a mouth. But then you put it to the side of your face like that, and you talk out the side of your face. And then you look a bit weird, and your nose goes all bent as well, which is a bit weird. Yeah. That's what I do by myself. I found that out by myself, because I put it up, and about half an hour before I went live, I looked at myself and went, I do that by myself. Like, you think I'm weird on stream, you should see me, like, in the mirror, like, by myself, just, like, practicing, like, the weirdest facial expressions. What happens, man? I've not even like half a beer, man. I genuinely don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. I've just changed. I feel like we're winning the game. I feel like that's why I'm starting to chill. But Andre's down here. He's getting some magic spray put on his knee. Heat spray. Such a noticeable smell, that, isn't it? Anyone who still plays football, do you remember that? Do you know that smell, that heat spray? So noticeable, that, isn't it? It's like ultimate football smell. It's like smelling sun cream. You're like, oh, it takes you on holiday, doesn't it? When you smell sun cream, and I'm like, oh, I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday. You know, if I suddenly smell heat spray, I'm like, oh, I'm on a football pitch. I'm playing football. How does the legend members shout works? I'm not sure what you mean, mate. I'm not sure what you mean. There's no shouts. What do you mean shout outs? Like that, you mean? Clear it! Clear it! Up in the air. One for Nunes. Lost it. Gay. Not won it. Oh, is that a penalty? Donnarumma. Doku, man on. Fuck. Clear it. Fuck. Oh, it's gone wide. Saying it's a corner as well. I'm not sure what you mean, Darks, unfortunately, mate. The shout. Oh, he's kicked the bottle. Micah, when are you becoming the official fan channel of City? I don't think that's a thing. I think we're just... Every fan is... you know, that's a foul. Got their own channel. In terms of the City channel, they do like match day content, don't they? I don't really watch it, to be honest. I've never really watched it, but I know that the City like have their own studio and they do things. They get a few guests on, don't they? Like Goater and Dickoff, Steve Howie. I'm sure I've seen like Lescott and Steph Houghton and things like that. I'm sure I've seen what's his face, Esteemed Company. I've seen him on there. Yeah, but no, I don't think I'll ever be official. I don't think it can be. And if I did become official, it wouldn't be a good, mate. I'm not sure I'd want to do it. Because official means you're paid by City. Which means if you're paid by City, you don't say the truth every time. You know? You'll say... Unless there's something that... anyone who is aware, I was on Transfer News Live. I am no longer making content for Transfer News Live. This is just me now. You'll see Transfer News Live is no longer... making content. I don't know whether they're looking for someone else, but it was just like not great, unfortunately. And I was told to speak about United and talk more positively about United, and I'm saying, wow, you've come to the wrong guy then, unfortunately. I'm not the man for you if you want me to talk positively about United. And I think at that point it was it was written that it wasn't going to stand the test of time, unfortunately. Going on to the being official with City, they would probably not want me to go, fucking hell, fuck was that? Like, that was shit. Like, I don't think they'd want that, City. And that's fair enough, I think, because, you know, they've got images to represent, you know. Whereas you get a bit more honesty from fans, you know. There's obviously LB and all the others out there that are brilliant content creators. You don't get that, you know, that honesty from anywhere but these types of channels. Ball flicked on, intercepted by Mark Gay. Is that a shot on target? No, because it goes over the bar. That's my comment yesterday and hell broke loose. Oh, from the becoming an official fan channel. Yes. No, I'm not bothered about that, mate. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you sticking up for me. I know all you're trying to do is just tell people how much you like my content, and that's nice. I appreciate it. I'm sure people think I'm shit, though. Plenty of them out there. There must be. You can't please everyone, can you? The second you try to please everybody, you start pleasing nobody in life. And that's the thing with being an official channel as well. If you start, you have to pull your punches. Then you have to like, oh, can I say this? Can I say that? You know, and if you pull the punches, you're the one who ends up getting hit. Do you know what I mean? You don't pull your punches. You say what you say and you mean it. You stick by it, and you know, unless you be honest with yourself and change your opinion. I don't think I could have a beer on City's channel and sit there with in between Shaw and Goat. I would love nothing more. Hang on, Wolves are in. It's going to be a corner, is it? Donnarumma keeps it alive. Is it a corner? Can't believe it is. He's absolutely dumbfounded. He's going like that. Can you imagine having a beer sat between Paul Dickoff and Sean Goater? That would be so good, man. I would love to tell them, like, the pleasure they gave me as a child. That didn't sound right, did it? That sounded a bit funny, that. Hey, fucking speaking of being dodgy and children, like, I was worried about yesterday, but there was this little girl. She was about ball in. Hang on. Off the bar. Fucking hell. Nearly 4 minutes to go if Wolves pulled one back. Anyway, I was looking out the front window yesterday, and there was this girl that I see. She's like 13, 14, and she was walking a dog, and she just let it shit on, like, there's a patch of grass like a distance away from the house, and she just let it have a shit in front of the house. And I thought, I'm going to keep an eye on this. It's like, I presume she's going to pick it up. And no, she didn't pick it up. So I went out. I was really polite, but I was shitting myself. I realised as I was putting my trainers on, I was like, hang on a minute. I'm about to go and approach as a 6'4" man. And it was getting dark as well. And I was like walking up to like a 14-year-old girl. I was like, what am I doing here? What could this look like? Hey, this could be dodged. This could. So I was like really polite. I was like, excuse me. And she turned round and I was like, your dog's had a little poo on the lawn. I think you missed it. And she didn't miss it. She knew exactly what she was doing. She pretended she couldn't see it. But I was like, go and pick it up. And then I watched out the window and she pretended to pick it up and she didn't fucking pick it up. And then she fucked off. And I thought, well, I can't go out a second time. I'm going to try and find out who her parents are. That's the way to deal with it. That's the way a mature person deals with it. Find out who the parents are and say your daughter's a thug. Sorry. Mike, something like Goldbridge is what I was referring. What do you mean? Goldbridge is nothing official with United. Like, he's not an official anything. I wanted to, mate. I wanted to, but nowadays, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful. Just one accusation, man, and you're done. You know, once, Finn, I got nonce and dunce mixed up, and they used to give like dunce hats, and I thought that was a thing. I said, why don't you like wear one of those nonce hats? But they used to give dunces, like these hats, these cones that say either like a D or a dunce on it and that's like means you're an idiot. But I got them mixed up. So I used to think they used to hand paedophiles these nonce hats. So like all paedophiles had to go round wearing these hats. Can you imagine a world? It would be helpful because you'd be like, well, stay away from that fucker. He's a fucking wrong'un. Don't, if you see him near a park or anything, you shoo him off. You know. They look like a Stonewall red in there to me. I was talking about other things there for a second, but I think Doku's just been snapped. Darks. Some said you attack fake fans, except Pep Out crew. I don't attack anybody. I have my opinion, and if it happens to disagree with someone else's opinion, it doesn't mean I'm attacking them. If I think it's a stupid opinion, it's a stupid opinion. 89 minutes gone. What was my prediction, everybody? If you remember in the preview, what was it? Can anyone remember? I think it was 2-0. I think it was. I can't actually remember. I think it was 2-0. That's it, Benjamin. It was a shaky 2-0, you said, and it's exactly what happened. It's not that shaky, to be fair. I feel like it wasn't shaky. We were better than I thought we were going to be. I think the first half performance was good. And I would love nothing more than this to be 3-0 and be proven wrong and get my prediction wrong. I would love it. Because I think a third would be a nice, statement response. Clean sheets, very welcome. Very, very welcome. But that opening 25 minutes, that was really, really good. 5 minutes of added time, Mullet. Jason, City held scoreless in the second half. Bring on the FA Cup. More money coming. I love it, mate. Keep it coming, mate. Oh, we got 1.1 thousand likes. In fact, we've got 1,111. 1111. So big up to you lot who for hitting that like button. I think Haaland's just touched the ball for the first time since he's been on. I don't remember. I've been waffling a little bit those last 5 minutes. Semenyo, great play. Is he going to get on the end of that? No, he's not. But that strength there was very good. Semenyo's been really good. He's been very good. Cherky, for me, has blown very hot and then mild. It's not quite cold. I think that's a bit harsh. Because I don't think Cherky's been bad in his performance. But there were moments where it was like, wow, that was good. And then there was little moments where it was a bit... I thought Marmouche was very good. Very, very good. Even without the goal, I thought he was still linking up with Cherky very, very well. Semenyo's been good. Really good. So pleased. So pleased. Right, come on. Clean sheet now. Wolves are coming forward. Could not leave it at 6, so here is number 7. I think I know what you did. 6, 7 and all that. Still over the bar. Last opportunity of the game for Wolves, hopefully, from a Rockadare. Cheers, Phil. I love that random scoreline you've provided. I love it, mate. I want to see more. Provide me with the most random scorelines in the chat right now. Like, what is the most random scoreline happening in the world right now? QPR 2, Wrexham 3. It's a big one. Valencia Espanyol 2-2. Saw that. West Ham blitzed them, Jason, didn't they? They blitzed them in that first half. It was 3-0 at half time. Corner ball for City. Probably the last chance of the game to make it 3. And I think we deserve a 3, to be honest. See, that's a good one. That's not a good one. That's normal, Liam. That's a reasonable. Oh, Mark Gay would have been. Could have been another debut goal. He got on the end of one in the first half as well. But that is what I was after, Finn. That's what I was after. MK Dons 5, Shrewsbury 1. Shrewsbury, who just lost to Wolves. Was it 6? I think they had 6 put past them by Wolves. Sadly, we're all supporting United tomorrow night, aren't we? Sad. Oh, no, don't. No, clear it. Oh, defending. Oh, the defend. Look, yes! You love to see it. Look at them. That was a massive moment, man. I love that. Oh, did you see that? The celebrations from them, the clean sheet, the value of a clean sheet, the importance of the clean sheet. Oh, look at how much it meant to them. Mark Gay and Nico O'Reilly, they almost had intercourse. It was brilliant. They were just like, oh, come here, mate. Give me everything you've got. Give me a big old hug. Near post. Oh, imagine if Wolves had scored after that. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Over the bar. But did you see the celebrations then? That's got to be the game. And that is the game. Full time. Good to see you, Paul. You've been saying some really nice things lately, Paul, mate. I've noticed. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I've noticed. Thank you, bud. Yeah, unfortunately, Andy, he did nothing. He did do nothing. Now, that's not to hate. That doesn't mean we all hate him. But you're right, he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Foden did a lot more. A lot more. He got involved, a few nice touches. Pep is absolutely nailing the referee. He's nailing him. He's nailing him. Can we just say for a second, like, Mateus Nunes, it is a treat to see you back, mate. It's a treat. For the what we all know, what was being said behind the scenes. You know, it is a joy, considering the picture that was painted by that rumour. Seeing him putting on the City shirt and playing as well as he did today, to me, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment. But yeah, I can't think of many bad performances in there from those City players. You start thinking, who the fuck are they? Power Dynamos 0 and Rivers United. Who are they? That's what I was after, Curtis, but you've gone beyond random. You've gone to, like, intergalactic football. It's like not even teams from planet Earth. Power Dynamos! It's Power Dynamos! Who the fuck are Power Dynamos? Alianza FC San Salvador Reserves versus CD Luis Angel, or is it Angel Firpo Reserves. 1-1. Oh! 1-1? Bet Jason had money on it. Guaranteed Jason will have had money on that. And I also guarantee he won 10 grand from it as well. Guaranteed. I bet he put $9,999 on that and he's just come away with 10 grand. Guaranteed. 100%. Big up Jason, mate. Yeah, man. Fucking buzzing. 2-0. That's a result. The performance is decent. I can't get that excited about it, you know, because I don't think it's worth getting that excited about. I think it's just like what we've come to expect as City fans. That's the sort of middle of the season performance that you just look at and go, yeah, we did our job. But it's following, because of the circumstances following Bodo Glimt and United, it means a bit more. It's got a bit more meaning behind it because of the previous results. Had we beaten United and drawn to Bodo, or drawn to United and beaten Bodo, it wouldn't be like, oh, that's a good result, that's a big response. Obviously it wouldn't have been. It would have just been like, job done. It would have been job done type feelings. But there is more to this, and that moment at the end of the game where Nico O'Reilly and Mark Gay together and they just locked eyes with one another and they were just like approaching each other. Just, like, there was only them two in the world at that moment. There was no one else. They just had eyes for each other. They just like, bring it in, mate. Bring it in. Bring it in. Big embrace between the two of them. But Donnarumma then, he got involved, tried to make it a three-way. Donnarumma was like, come on, Big Don's in. I'll get the camera. Too far. You just take it too far. You take it too far every time. Every time. Take it too far. But Donnarumma got involved. It was good to see. You know, obviously clean sheets mean the world to a goalkeeper. Of course they do. But seeing what that meant to those players, you know. And I mean, yeah. Anime, yeah, Marmouche, he has to start. Yeah. There's nothing, unfortunately, from Haaland in that 15 minutes. Nothing to suggest that he's like, oh, that's him, there's a response. It doesn't mean he's finished. It doesn't mean we're worse, like, when he plays. I don't think that's true. I still think there's a very realistic world where Haaland is vital for this squad and our chances of silverware. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that was the point, really, mate, but I was only joking. Big up, Darks. And thanks, City, for the birthday win. Oh, was your birthday today? I didn't know it was your birthday, mate. Big up, Darks. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, mate. Especially if you've recently shaved them. That's not ideal, is it? Get in the shower, mate. A bath of milk. is my advice. Bath of milk. Big up Jason, 2-0 City, 2 hit the woodwork, should have been more. Maybe they're saving up for the FA Cup and give Salford an ass whooping. Yeah, man. What have we got next? We've got it's Galatasaray next, isn't it? Sometimes I get like 3 or 4 fixtures in my head and then I don't look beyond that. But yeah, Galatasaray next, 28th of January. Tune in for the watch-along this Wednesday. And I mean, a win doesn't guarantee our spot in the top 8. So it's a must-win game and we're still depending on results. I think we need, is it 2 or 3 from 3rd to 10th? To 8th, sorry, to drop points, and then if we win, we're in the top 8. So our win doesn't guarantee anything for us, unfortunately. So we've got to, get our job done first, and then look elsewhere and pray. So it's going to be an uncomfortable night. It's going to be a lot of looking at the Champions League table and the other results. So I'm going to be with you, the chat. I'm going to need your help on Wednesday because I only have one game on the screen at one time, but I probably have the live league table on the go for that game because it's going to be a mad one, that game. It's going to be mad. Like I said, win doesn't guarantee anything. But after that, Spurs away. Someone said 2-2 Spurs. What's the scores? Let's have a look. How's the Premier League looking? Someone said Burnley and Spurs. If we drop points, even away from home to Spurs, it's not an easy place to go because, I mean, for us, it's not. Anyway, for us, it's not. But yeah, finished 2-2. Burnley 2, Spurs 2. Spurs, man. We've got to be going there and winning. But it's like our nightmare ground, isn't it? We always have problems there. A little less so, Yeah, Mullet, exactly. They are the worst. No worries, Phil. Have a good night, mate. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the win. Yeah, man. Why was he not well? I hope you recover from whatever you were suffering from, Phil, mate. Yeah, but that's a big win. That's a big win. That's a big win. A must win, and I don't want to get too excited about it because it's the minimum of what I was expecting today. Really, and it's not like we played badly, and therefore like minimum isn't enough. Like we're not hitting the top tier heights. There was 25 minutes of like really good football in that first 25 minutes. Ice Dragon, thoughts on Mark? I thought he was decent. I thought he was good. I don't want to get too carried away because I actually thought he was all right. There was one moment, about a 10-second spell where he gave it away twice, and that was it. But yeah, there was enough signs from Mark Gay in there to suggest that we are going to be more solid with him in the team than him with not being in the team. We will be weaker without him. With the current players available, considering Josko's absence, Mark Gay is a must in every game from this point onwards, really, in bar Salford. I think Max Elaine, you're in. Salford, Max Elaine, maybe even Mfuni. Maybe even Mfuni for that game. But you have to put some talent, like top-tier talent, to make sure you get the job done against Salford. So you don't want to be too arrogant and throwing all the kids on. But yeah, Mark Gay, yeah, he's what I expected. I'm not surprised. He strikes me as the type to just hit the ground running, like Semenyo. I think City have done their homework very well. The 2 January signings of Mark Gay and Semenyo, when you really think about it, it is a massive flex from City there. That's really brilliant transfer work from Hugo Viana and co. To bring those two in as quickly as they did as well. Semenyo was like bang. Obviously we had an agreement with Bournemouth to allow him to play those 3 games, but that deal was done. Mark Gay was pretty much done, obviously getting it over the line. With plenty of time to spare in January. It's great. It's fantastic business from City. It really is. Like, I'll give you my honest thoughts. Once Liverpool and mainly because of how close Liverpool got to the signature, it made me think that, well, he's obviously got his head there. Then his head must be there. But then City come knocking. And Mark Davies just opens the door. I'm coming with you. Stranger danger, not when it's City. I know who you are. You're not a stranger. You're Manchester City. I'm coming with you. I'm signing, mate. Of course I am. Pep Guardiola. I'm fucking there, mate. I'll see you there. And Mark Gay and Semenyo. They nearly linked up as well. That ball from Mark Gay was brilliant. That was a great ball. In terms of his performance, I don't think we need to go crazy about it right now because I think he was just good. You know, I don't think he was tested very much against a Wolves front line that offered very little. But every time he had something to do, he did it very well. Barring one little spell, little moment where he got a little bit sloppy, and that was it. And I mean, that's nitpicking. I thought Semenyo was class today. I know the goal makes it seem like that. More easier to say those things when you score a goal. Same for Marmoush. I thought both were very noticeable additions and clear omissions from the Bodo game for me. Having a Semenyo against Bodo Glimt and a Marmoush would have given us so much more life up front, so much more movement, so much more like electricity up front. Just the belief, I think, because it just felt so stale, that Bodo game. When we went forward, it was like I had no belief we were winning that game. Once it went 2-0, it was like, we're not coming back. You know, and then 3-0, it was like, done at that point, wasn't it? Semenyo with the goal in both Cups and Premier League already. Yeah, unbelievable, Raymad. Unbelievable when you think about it. And yeah, let's talk about Matheus Nunes, because I'm more happy for the human side of things to see him back, because I must admit it's been really bothering me. It's really upset me, that rumour. I don't know who started it, but I'd give him a slap if I could. I think it's a disgrace. And I'm praying that it's not true. And anyway, Matheus Nunes is back. He's back. So the fact that I'm seeing him running around as fit as a fiddle, running around as well. He was fucking everywhere, Matheus Nunes today. He was fucking everywhere. Brilliant from him. The cross as well. The assist was absolutely brilliant. That cross, man. That was the goal. That's the 90% of the goal. The other 10% is Marmoush getting in there, make sure you're in there, mate. Just get in there, get in the mixer, get in there, see if you can get on the end of it. Did exactly his job. But the cross was just superb, man. So good. So good. Oh, yeah, exactly that, mate. Exactly that. But, yeah, trying to think of any other standout performers. Reinders, I know Ian before was defending Reinders, and I think you're well within your rights to defend Reinders. I do think there's understandable mixed opinions about Jonny Reinders, because I don't think he's had the season we were hoping for. But I also think he's delivered on more than one occasions, and been a real standout performer in moments, and then he's just gone missing in other moments. If he can start delivering consistent performances, because I'm seeing more, than Gundogan's. Remember that? What was it? Was it the 21-22 Gundogan, or was it 20-21 Gundogan? I can't remember which Gundogan it was. Where it was like every time he played, he scored. The second half of the season, he scored like 20 goals. Like Gundogan was unbelievable. I see that for Jonny Reinders. I see that in his not too distant future. That's what I see from him. The numbers I'm talking about, they're different players, very different style of players. Gundogan can sit. He's a deep-lying playmaker for me, Gundogan, who can crash the box. Reinders can crash the box, but I don't think he holds the ball as well as Gundogan. I don't think his first touch is anywhere near... It's actually one of the weakest parts of his game is his first touch. If he can sort that out, he'd get better opportunities, because his positional awareness is like, wow. Like, he gets in these pockets, and it's like he's invisible to the defenders, because it's like, how's he got all that space? Why is no one picking him up? There was a couple of moments in that second half where he was being found and he tried to take it on the half turn, a la Phil Foden. Foden's ability to take a ball on the half turn, he's probably the best player in our squad at doing that. Phil Foden at taking it when you're already, and like a ball that is coming towards you, but you want the ball to keep going that way, but you go with it and you slow it down and take it into your path. That ability, Foden is the best at that for me. If Reinders can get a little bit of that, because he's not got it for me, he lets himself down too often with that touch when he tries to turn, and he either doesn't get enough on it, or he stops it dead and he gets it caught under his feet, and he needs to push it further ahead and take that extra touch that kills the move and kills your opportunity. If he can get that right, so Jonny Reinders is going to be unstoppable, because his positioning is so good. Like, he finds pockets all the time. Really, really good. J-Love, it's Jessica, isn't it? Good to see you, Jessica. Appreciate your super chat. Nunes crosses remind me of KDB. They've got that fizz to them, haven't they? That assertiveness, that aggression to the cross. They're not loopy and lofty and just hit and hope. It's like and he's not really putting it in the mixer. He's not putting it in danger zones, even though it is a danger zone when he does get it right. But it's purposeful. He knows exactly what he's doing. I don't think it's a coincidence. Isn't Haaland's most assists from Nunes? Haaland's most assists have come from Nunes. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. So while we're talking about Foden and Haaland link-up play, or Doku and Haaland's chemistry hasn't been the best, much better this year, Doku and Haaland, but still could be so much better. It's Nunes and Haaland. Those two link-up plays, brilliant. And to be honest, if that was Haaland, I wonder if that would have been a Haaland goal, but that's the way the cookies crumbled, unfortunately. That Marmoush is now deservedly starting the game, and he's in there, getting on the end of it, with an intuitive run like that, stabbing it almost with his studs into an empty net. It's the stuff that Haaland's built his career on, that stuff. That Marmoush goal was like Haaland, but a smaller Egyptian version of it. Do you know what I mean? Great to see. Great to see. Really, really good. Jason, FA Cup, 2 easy games, City versus Salford and Arsenal versus Wigan. Yeah, man. Hopefully the FA Cup is... I've got my eyes on them. I'm hoping we can just pull out an unbelievable performance. We need to beat Newcastle first, because how much that... when we were all talking about the Newcastle semi-final first leg, 1 foot in the final. I've pulled my foot back out now, have you? Do you know what I mean? I don't think we've got 1 foot there yet. Am I right in saying that Newcastle have scored 3 goals against us in at the Etihad? At the Etihad. They've scored 3 goals at the Etihad in about 10 years or something like that. So for them to come to our ground and do it in one night is a big ask, going against the history books of Newcastle's form at the Etihad. But I'm still going into that game not convinced we're going to beat Newcastle in the second leg. No, go through. That's the key point. Because obviously if we beat them, we're through. But I just want to get through, and get through it and make sure we're facing Arsenal. And I'm not even convinced that tie's done. Chelsea getting that second goal back to make it 3-2. I'm not sure Arsenal have got 1 foot in the final yet either. I think we're closer to the final than Arsenal are, but I'm still picturing it being a City-Arsenal final. And if we can get there and just play out of our skins, win the League Cup, that of course sends a message to Arsenal going into the final stages of a title race, sends them that message that you ain't getting, that's another piece of silverware that you've let slip out of your grasp. We've picked it up and we've beaten you on the day. You've still got, when is the League Cup final? I don't know if the League Cup final comes before the Arsenal game at the Etihad in the league or not. I'm not sure when it does, because that's big. Because that's a big point, that. Because if we play Arsenal first in the league and then beat them, I think we'll go and beat them at Wembley. But if we play them at Wembley first, that's more of a 50-50 game. More 55-45 actually, in favour of Arsenal, I would suggest. But yeah, I still think if we can pick up that League Cup, it could set the precedent for the rest of the season, man. It really could. And then, of course, like Jason, you're suggesting, your focus is on the FA Cup. Yeah, I'd be accepting, I'd be happy with an FA Cup and a League Cup. I wouldn't be upset. I'd be a little bit disappointed that we weren't able to pick up one of the big ones. And I hear you, but we've got to respect where we are in our journey right now. We fucked up in 24-25. We fucked up big time. The transfer window was a disaster. Savinho and Gundogan on a free was it. To build on the 4 years of utter dominance from Manchester City was a massive mistake. To not go and add better, more established quality to that squad. A necessity. We realised it straight away. The season, it wasn't until January that could we fix it though. We went Nico Gonzalez, Marmoush, and I mean, brilliant. And Kusanov, of course, as well. So massive indication that the club are well aware of it. And then obviously summer, we can only do so much business because we've got to balance the books year in year. And now we're pushing the numbers down to the next books for this January, as well as summer that's coming up. And then next season, I think we're going to be unbelievable next season. I have a funny feeling that we are going to be unbelievable. But I know it's exciting, the idea of a transfer window next summer. I'm getting a bit carried away here, I understand that. But the idea of City going and getting all of the superstars. Just have a look at what Liverpool did last summer with Isak and Wirtz. It doesn't equate to guaranteed success. It doesn't always. You've got to be pragmatic. You've got to make sure the player's the right player for the right system, for the right manager and the right football club, most importantly. And all of those things matter. You know, they're so important. You can't just get a player because they're playing well and then just like try and shoehorn them in, because it seems to me that Wirtz just doesn't seem to have a natural spot in this Liverpool team. We can't get players based on that just because they're playing brilliantly elsewhere and they are the hottest prospect in Europe, which before he signed for Liverpool, that's what Wirtz was. Now his stocks have plummeted because of his performances in a Liverpool shirt. They've started to climb up a little bit in the last couple of months or so, but they're still nowhere near worth 116 million euros. I think Liverpool just fucking threw everything. There wasn't enough thinking about it. Like, okay, we've got him. Now what do we do with him? You know, it's like a dog with a bone, man. What do you do with it? I don't know what to do with Wirtz. Like, just run wild with him and let's see what he can do. You know what I mean? Like, no idea. You got to have a better plan than that. So I don't want to see us going in for like marquee signings for the sake of it. And I don't think we operate like that. Semenyo and Mark Gay couldn't be more necessities. They are exactly what we need. And they are proving it. Well, Mark Gay's got a long way to go before proving it. But Semenyo, has already proven to me. Three goals in 3 games, should be 4 in 3 games, with assists in there as well. He's been brilliant. And it's like he's not left Bournemouth, but he's just swapped shirts and plays for us now. He's playing arguably better, you know. So I'm looking forward to the transfer window of summer, but I'm still, let's wait. Yeah, long way to go. Long way to go for this season. It's still not done. But yeah. United tomorrow. Come on. I don't want to finish that sentence. I just want to say come on. I don't want to say come on. I'll say come on you dirty rags. That's what I'll say. That's better. Come on you dirty rags. That's what I want to say. That's it, Big M. Come on you rag bastards. I'll do it on the side of my face again. Come on, you rag bastards! Anyway, finish this beer, and then I'm going to go and talk out the side of my face to my children. They might find that funny. Just like you lot have. Anyway, right, 2-0. Great win, clean sheet. I loved the importance of it. That celebration with Mark Gay and O'Reilly. That meant a lot to them, but I think that meant a lot to the City fans. The City fans seeing how much it meant to them, that means a lot to us, man. Seeing that, it really does. It's really important, those sort of things, that they care so much. And Donnarumma coming out like, loving it, man. Absolutely loving it. I'm not quite there, mate, Cowman. I'm not quite there, man. I fully expect Arsenal to just get the job done. I think they'll get the job done against United. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think United are going to cause them problems because they've got a lot of confidence right now because they think they're back. Just wait until the moment when they realise they're not. That's almost an inevitability, that is. But I still think they'll manage to blag their way through this one, Arsenal. And I mean, if they draw, it's 5 points, isn't it? So 5 points, it suddenly becomes like... But we go Spurs next, and then there's so many twists and turns. The overarching concern for me is how we've been able to go from a 13-game undefeated streak, which includes those stupid draws, up until New Year. Let's say New Year, and then January's just been a disaster up until this point. How we've allowed that run of form to creep into what was, prior to that, very good, very impressive form. Plenty of goals, good performances, some reasonable, solid performances in terms of defence. There was a couple of stinky ones in there with the 5-4 and the 3-2 against Leeds. But they were back. People didn't realise there was a couple of clean sheets after that as well. Sunderland, good performances, really good, clean sheets. But then to allow January to just slip in, my concern is that out of the system now? Is that us done for the season in terms of allowing bad form to creep back into our play again? Because if it is, then we're not winning the league. We cannot afford to have 2 or 3 games where you play like you did against Bodo and United, and arguably the Brighton and the Chelsea game, they're more frustrating to me because I think we were the better team, I think, in those 2 games. And the Chelsea game, to allow a last-minute equaliser, that's killed us, because I thought we were the better team. We really were in that game. So that's a frustrating, and it's turned into form, hasn't it? It's turned into a stain on the season. And also remembering at the beginning of the season where we lost 2 out of our first 3, that's a bit, there's more reasoning behind that because it's the start of the season, you're finding your feet. But mid-season, allowing a big run of games to go against us as badly as they have done, if you can say to me, Jonny, no, I promise you that's not going to happen. As a guarantee, we're not going to allow that. And maybe one game we drop points and then we respond with a win. We draw and then we win 3. We lose and then we win 4. You know what I mean? If we can do that, I still think we're in a title race, yeah. But I am not convinced that this team just yet has the mental capacity and the belief in themselves to not allow one loss to turn into 2 losses, or one draw to turn into 2 draws, or a mistake within 90 minutes to turn into 2 mistakes within, as in Rodri's case, 53 seconds apart, his 2 yellow cards. Max Alain's mistakes, 1 minute apart, 1 minute, you just can't allow that. You can't allow that. So if you can promise me we won't do that again for the rest of the season, then yeah, I'm happy to sit here and say we're in a title race, because we would be. But can you confidently promise me that? Realistically, can you promise me that? Because I don't think you can, to be fair. But I'm still, deep down, there is belief, but my head is speaking so much louder than my heart right now. So much louder. It's nah, man, we're not quite there yet. I think next season is going to be brilliant. I'm looking forward to next season more and more. The more I see the way we operate, the more signs I'm seeing on the pitch today, for example, the players that we're bringing in, the Gays of this world, and Semenyo. Yeah, man. I do, Ice Dragon. I do have faith. It's just, there's belief and then there's realism, and trying to be fair about it without being delusional, But yeah, great win. Fantastic stuff. Player ratings in the morning. Looking forward to it. Lots of positive stuff to finally talk about. Lots of... I haven't, Big M. I think I have, actually. Yeah, I liked it. It was all blue and white, wasn't it? Really nice, actually. If it's the one that I think you're talking about, it's nice. I think it's one of my favourites in quite some time, actually. It's the sort of kit you could see him winning a quadruple in. Do you know what I mean? It's that sort of kit. You know me too well. It's waiting in the fridge, man. It's waiting in the fridge. I had a Chinese last night. I just ordered more. I ordered more than I needed for that night. So I've got a beef fried rice and a pot of satay sauce waiting for me in the fridge, mate. Should we sit and talk around about Chinese for half an hour? Should we do that? Let's do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm fucking hungry now. It's 5:30 as well. Hungry. No wonder I'm hungry. All I've had is a little pot of beef ragu for my lunch, and that's it. It was a little small, low-calorie pot of beef ragu. It was nice. It's nice. But I'm still hungry. I'm still sorry. What are you having for dinner, Big M? What are you? Yeah, right. Come on, I'll call it there because I'm too hungry now. I'm too hungry. I'm going to talk about bollocks now. Big up to all of you, man. It was good to see you all in the chat 'cause it's been grim, hasn't it, the last couple of weeks? Well, the last week, anyway. Well, a few weeks, really, with the draws in there as well. Obviously, the Newcastle game was brilliant, but it's good to see you guys buzzing in the chat and happy. And Mullet as well, by the way. I hope your dad's settled. I meant to mention that at the beginning. I don't know why I've only just remembered. Mullet, I don't think you're still watching, mate. And if you're not watching, fair play. But I hope your dad has settled in his new home, mate. Because that couldn't have been easy for you. Couldn't have been easy. And it resonated with me, that, mate. I thought about it after the stream, you know what I mean? I thought about you, mate. I don't think you're in the chat. I think you've gone by this point. So I'm probably talking to nobody. But anyway, I hope he's settled. Anyway, chat, buzzing. 3 points on the board. Absolutely buzzing. Yeah, player ratings in the morning. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you in the next one.